Yo, what's going on, everybody? Xanthus Vice here. We are here with the finale of Trails Beyond the Horizon. Well, hopefully. I hope you guys are having a great day. Uh, yeah, like I said, I decided, I tried to figure out if I wanted to just, do it immediately or if I just, wait a bit. And honestly, I don't feel like I have to grind anymore, to be perfectly honest, because, first of all, I'm probably not going to have Agnes for the final battle. At least I'm kind of assuming so, because again, she's seemingly on other people's side. Bizette, I already have level 75. She's now have level 74. Ren's level 74. I would, and again, I'm pretty sure Jordan's not going to be with us for the final fight, because again, they just did it to break the continuity here for the Grimgarn. Van, Judith are also 74. Lane 74. Quadre 74 and the other three are at level 73, so I feel like we're good with this. Anyway, where we last left off, we had finally finished the Grim Garden, and we had learned a somewhat shocking truth, at least. I mean, the whole thing about cycles, I mean, let's be honest, when you hear Grand Reset, you can basically kind of figure that out. I'll be completely honest, especially if you played Honkai games. We've dealt with timelines and going backwards and everything. We dealt with that kind of shit before, right? At least those of us who are played those games, so it's not too surprising. But what was really interesting is that Novartis is from another timeline. Well, at least his consciousness is from another timeline where he was actually Professor Epstein's sole student. And I find that very interesting because, again, it makes a lot of sense now because, again, a lot of his knowledge is beyond people's time, right? And assuming that this is something that drove him crazy and he never found the answer in, depending on whenever his mind jumped back, it would explain his desire to always continue the truth or to discover the truth about himself as well as everything else moving forward. So yeah, I found it very interesting, at least that part anyway. Because like I said, I still don't think Van's party should have been the one to actually meet the Grand Master. Because I mean, come on, there are obviously people far more deserving of it. Let's be completely honest. Let's be honest about that. Kevin's part. Kevin definitely deserves to meet the Grandmaster after being the Heretic Hunter and being the one to actually take down Weissman. Reen's group definitely deserved too because they took down the Great Twilight and defeated a number of Anguisses and Enforcers compared to all the other groups. So I'm just kind of disappointed that it's out of all the people who had to, it was Van's group that did. And look, it would be one thing if Van was there with Reen's group and Kevin's group IRL, or at least they actually were there. I mean, I understand the setting is still taking place before the launch and everything. But still, I feel like they definitely deserved it more, and it would have been great, not closure, but a great turning point for them, especially with how much they know about Ouroboros and their schemes. After so long of pursuing them, engaging with them, and defeating them, right? But anyway, yeah. Now we know about the whole reset, and supposedly this has already been going on for almost 20,000 times, maybe even more so. And again, from what we discussed in the chat, seems to be it always resets back to the Great Collapse, similar to how in Honkai Impact Third, it always started a new cycle after reaching finale every 50,000 years or something to that effect. So yeah, now we have this, but again, now the question is, why is that the case? Again, I already explained what my theory was close to the end of the stream, but I'll just give a short version. I feel like whatever happened to the people who existed before the Great Collapse, with the inventions of artifacts and their technology, they somehow went astray and were delivered quote unquote divine punishment. If I had to guess, if Adios is an actual or transcendent an actual being that exists in this world, or at least in the world of Trails. And now is their punishment or a way to show that humanity's moved past it. They're always going through this grand reset to see if they're worthy, because if they can break the cycle, that means that they've learned from their past, or that they won't be tied down to things anymore. At least that's my theory on it. Again, we'll see. Like I said, I'm gonna try to finish this today. Depends on how long this is. Again, I'm assuming there's not many boss fights left, considering we are already gonna meet the president. And I mean, we've already kind of fought everyone else at this point, right? So I honestly can't think of like who else they'd make us fight after. I don't think there'd be anything else, especially since it doesn't seem like Reen and Kevin are gonna have anything else to do in this game, and that sucks, man. I feel like they definitely should have, especially since they got most of the information. They went sleuthing, they got clues, they found evidence, and they confronted the people in charge. But Van, it's like they were literally just like dragged around for the ride, just like pushed by the flow of events, and didn't even know until the villains had to give them the information, which really just makes Arc Resolutions look even more stupid than they already are. Because it's like, damn, and even the only reason Agnes wasn't or caught up in that same stupidity like them is because she was in on it after some point. But again, I hope we're gonna get some reasoning as to why Agnes does feel like she's gonna join Professor Hamilton, because like I said, I am kind of surprised that Agnes would actually not go against Arc Red Solutions, but think that Hamilton's way is the answer, supposedly. I don't know. Maybe she'll try to turn things around, maybe not, but I'm honestly kind of surprised because, I mean, to be fair, again, this isn't really giving much credit to Van's group. This is more just like of how Agnes's character is. Considering she stuck with them through the nuke, pandemonium, and the whole time rewinding, and the Grendel Zolga, I'm surprised that now she's like, okay, Arkwright Solutions isn't enough to handle this. I need someone else. I mean, I get it's kind of maybe part of her mother's wish or something, and does have more ties specifically to her family. But at the same time, it's just like, considering she kind of brought him into this mess with the Genesis, I feel like it's kind of like Arkwright Solutions has the right to be a part of this. At least that's how I see it. So it is kind of like a complete 180 to actually see her not go through that. But yeah, it seems like we're gonna face Kashim. I know he's gonna be pretty tough. Gonna go against Renee. I mean, like I said, Renee, I don't get why we keep making him like, oh, he's dangerous. Dude, come on. Dude barely has a move set. You take away his gun, the dude literally has nothing. Like, even with Reen, it's like, he at least has his wits about himself, you know? And it's like, it's not like he always had the sword all the damn time, so. But it's like, you take away the gun from Genkai, he literally has nothing. Because at least Kevin, he has his stigma. And everyone else at least has something else. But seriously, Renee is just like, you take away the gun, he's shown nothing else. He doesn't do martial arts as like part of his move or anything. It's like, why do I have to be afraid of this dude? Seriously. But they said he has some helpers, and I'll be honest, if they're gonna reuse characters, considering there are still some I haven't seen yet, I'm pretty sure I can take a guess as to who those people are gonna be, but we're gonna have to see. I hope I'm wrong, because I swear to God, if the people I think about are actually gonna be helping Renee in this fight, then Nihon Falcom is seriously one of the laziest game developing companies I've ever seen. Because again, you can't be reusing this 3 fucking times. Come on. There's no fucking way. Especially from one of the more recent IPs. You cannot be serious. But anyway, yeah. Not really going to do anything else with this stuff, because again, it's kind of pointless trying to grind any more than I already have. I'm not going to try to get S rank, because I already maxed out our weapons, like max customization for our Onyx Steel weapons, so we are good to go. So, sorry for yapping a lot, but I just had to get that message across. So yeah, today will be the day we end it all. Will it be the end or the beginning? And also, like I said, after this, I'm gonna take a couple days off from streaming, because you guys know how many days I've been streaming, like almost back to back, just to finish this series within like slightly over a month. So I'm gonna take a bit of a break. I am gonna stream Thursday though, because if I'm remembering correctly, this Thursday should be the Wuthering Waves update for Dr. Luke Herson, right? For Wuthering Waves. So there'll probably be story for that. So I will stream that on Thursday. But for the next couple days, like tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, I'm just going to take those days off. And then I'll be back on Sunday with Punishing Grey Raven. And also, sorry for not doing the Punishing Grey Raven stream on Sunday like I was supposed to. We actually had like a lot of snow coming in and heavy wind practically all day. And I did not want to risk my PC going out again. Because again, I cannot have the Atelier Yumiya experience happen again. Again, that's not blaming them, but that's just like bad timing. So I'm not going through that shit again. So yeah, we're gonna go with this same team for now. So let's see, I have to go all the way here, I think? Yeah, because the gate's over here. Yeah, so we have all CP, we have all the items we need. Still got Zerum capsules and Zerum powders. And again, I'm just glad that final boss fight in the garden wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So we're all clear. Most of the achievements are done. I'm not gonna do all of them because fuck that. And yeah, let's go ahead and see what the fuck the president's up to.
おばあちゃんのことだって気にはなるけど、宇宙計画の真実についても到底捨ておくわけにはいきませんね。この先を君たちが知ること、それはすごく意味があることだと思うよ。はい、たとえお兄ちゃんが待ち受けていようと。そうね、きっとアニエスのためにもなるはずよ。
ま、独断専行は全部片付いた後で所長がきっちり締めてやれ。
そうだな。まずは保護者と話をつけてからだ。こ
こから先はもう引き返せまい。万全の準備を整えて進むぞ。
And again, it's like, if they're technically going for the same goal, I am surprised Agnes is actually turning against her father for this. I'm gonna be also curious as to why she doesn't side with him on this. So it's like, do they have a different belief as to what it is? Does she already know it would somehow reach a different conclusion? I don't even know. But we'll see. Oh my god, I think I see it. Fuck this game. This game sucks. Yep, there he is using the Genesis, obviously. Who's surprised? Let me fucking know. Wow, look at the camera angle. They're trying to hide who those fucking idiots are teaming up with them. And this camera angle too. Nice try. You know, if we were gonna get in the way of your little project, you could have just killed us at any time. I don't know why you had to be this grandiose about it. I mean, you're the fucking president.
しかし、剣の乙女に白金の剣聖、元子猫に元獅子殿まで揃うとは。
Yeah, shut up. I'll be honest. Kinkai does not deserve to be here, unless he's gonna like actually like do what I think he is and like double cross. I mean, it'd be interesting. And again, it's like we still don't have a reason as for like, was Hamilton just like lying when saying like those member of the Vestiges, like Melchior and them, she's not responsible for that, but someone else is. But again, I don't know how he would have that information and such. I don't know. It's like, could he really like honestly do it? But like if he doesn't, he really shouldn't be talking. I mean, it's not hard to defeat them. Hercules, I mean, they're just the same as any other Jaeger group. You act like they were like a supreme like team or something. They're not Ouroboros, buddy. And dude, Mirabelle, again, it's like, aside from those two drones, the other ones, they weren't really tough at all, so I don't get where you guys get off thinking they could have stopped us. Seriously.
お招きに預かり参上しましたよ。うちのバイト助手の事情も含めて。大統領、あんたのご大層な計画のすべてをさらけ出してもらうためにな。
Yes, can you please finally tell us what this fucking plan is? We waited the whole fucking game. And again, only Reen and Kevin's side really seem to understand or at least have an idea as to what the president's plan is. But these guys, like, they have no fucking clue. So can we please get an answer? God damn it.
いよいよ発射まで15分を切ったみたいです。
Oh yeah, still that. I wonder, are we actually gonna see what happens after the launch? Or is it the game just gonna end with like once the rocket launches up and then like to be continued kind of shit? No, I'd be curious.
エスちゃんだ。
I fucking knew it. They have to go to Tryon Tower.
確かにあれは。それにドミニクさんも。
Yeah, because that's going to be the center point of everything, isn't it? Because again, it was something that Claude Epstein made.
こんなタイミングでタワーに？第一、今日は閉鎖されてるはずじゃ。できれば夢には展望台で打ち明けたかったんだが。ね
えママ、おじさんも。そうね。せっかくだから声をかけてみんなで見ましょうか。
待ってくれ。せっかくの打ち上げを見逃しちゃうぞ。
だから急がないと。アニエスちゃんの誕生日なんだから。
I will also say, couldn't they have just used camouflage to go in? Why did they just stroll in like just the front door and think like no one's gonna see them? Like, I get that the launch is happening, but still, come on. And again, I hope the president will tell us why it had to be Amelia to like take the assault frame to the sky. Why couldn't it be Reen and Crow? That's what I'm gonna be curious about. Because if anything, you think that's the first answer.
そしてゼムリアには希望を。行ってくるわね、パパ。みんなも。
だからパパはまあいい。行ってきなさい、エミリー。
ここでゼク宇宙軍基地からほど近い温泉郷ロンライからの映像です。
ご覧の通り、この歴史的偉業を一目見ようと訪れた方々が。
歴史的偉業か。本当にそうであればどれだけ気が楽だったことやら。
人が宇宙にたどり着くのが大陸史上初なのは間違いない。
ですがそれが霞んでしまうほどの決定的な事情があるんですね。
そんな連中まで借り出して備えちまうくらいにはな。
ご挨拶だね。
まあ無理もあるまい。
See, why the fuck are you two here? I killed you! I killed both of you! What the fuck you mean? Huh? Oh, you've gotta be fucking kidding me. You actually hired them for Marduk?
どういうことよ。
Oh my god. This is the... another one of the dumbest things. Seriously, why? And again, I killed them, bro! Regardless... Because even canon, they were killed by Van and in Pandemonium because they were dead. None of them should be alive. Where are their alter cores? Because you can't tell me that they're still alive after all of that. They weren't taken to jail. We ended their shit. Period.
双方ともオラシオンのデスゲームの末この世を去ったはずだが。
That's what I'm saying. And in
なんてこ
Pandemonium.
とはない。大統領府と MK の間で私たちの処遇をめぐって取引したのさ。
Oh, motherfucker. Are you serious?
その結果、私らは MK 預かりとなった。
Right. I mean, technically it makes sense because it was the same where it's like sometimes we take people and instead of sending them to jail, we send them to Marduk for like testing their weapons and such. So what? They did the same to these guys? But they were dead! Period! How the fuck did you get them back to life if you didn't have the alter cores then? It doesn't make sense!
すべてはレーバテイン計画の成功率を 0.03% を上げる。
But you didn't do
そのため
any...
の特例というわけだ。
That's what's pissing me off. They're even saying like, oh, this is part of the plan. They didn't do anything! They haven't done anything! What the fuck you mean? Unless you're responsible for all that E&D shit in the free states or something. If not, then what the fuck you mean you were part of the plan?
ちなみ
You
に
contributed nothing.
俺たちがこの場にいる理由はそちらの SC 殿と同じと言っておこう。
は、そういうことかよ。
まさか私が入っていたという生命維持装置を
Oh my fucking... Why? Why? out of all the people you could have used it on, you use it on these losers? Like, I'm sorry. Like, look, it's one thing to use it for a bad guy who's like just pure power and nothing else, but you chose these two losers? They're completely irredeemable. Despite their sob stories, they chose to continue the path of darkness regardless of what the consequences were to themselves and others. And 3, again, you have a life support machine to help people. You use it on these motherfuckers? Are you serious? Again, this has to be the worst story in all of Trails. Has to be.
それにより脳死手前でとどめ私同様擬態として蘇らせたわけですか
But they died in Oracion. Don't you get it? That doesn't make sense. Because again, it's like, it's not like we let them breathing. Because also, you basically be saying that 5 seconds after we left the room where we killed them, they came in and automatically put them in a tank and it turned on and worked. I don't believe that's how that works, sir. And also, if that was the case, Selson, or at least other people who were still there for the cleanup would have seen that or said something, but no one did. And also, that still doesn't make sense either, because then how did they show up in Pandemonium then? Because Pandemonium was basically a tower where the dead came back to life, right? It was the same for Melchior, Dantes, Olympia, and these two. So how does that even make any sense if that breaks the continuity of what Pandemonium was?
なるほど。
Come on.
ゲネシスタワーで現れたのは呼び出されしコンパクが実体化したもの。かりそめの体が消滅した後、繋がれた脳にコンパクが戻ったのだな。
No. That doesn't make any sense. Because again, you're saying the souls were taken from their body and taken to the tower. And if we get rid of the tower, then don't their souls just disappear too? How does it go back to their body? If anything, shouldn't they just be brain dead in that case? I know you can't really say common sense, but at least some logical understanding, that should not be possible. That they can just go back into their bodies after the souls left their bodies. Especially if you try to say, oh, through the means of technology. That makes even less sense. If you said like the mystic arts or magic, then maybe you could make that viable. Because like I'm saying, magic, you can at least make some kind of workaround. But you're saying through the power of technology. No. And also saying technology brought a soul back that was about to vanish from the world back into a body. How does that work? Geniuses. I mean, to be fair, he teamed up with you when you were corrupted, so yes, he is. No! I think from no matter what angle you look at it, you should never have brought those two morons back. No matter what, they don't deserve it. And even you try to make like, oh, but it's not like we're letting them free, we're just having them help for a greater cause. No, they shouldn't have it, period. They had their chances. We even gave them a second chance, even though I didn't want Van to. And they still decided not to. Fuck those two. And also, if you also had the power to bring people back to life, why couldn't you have used it on more capable people?
Now, ジェラール・ダンテスおよびメルキオルよりマシと判断しての特例だ。
You serious?
ちなみに双方とも反逆逃亡時のための保険と合わせて運用してもらっている。
Let me guess, you put a chip in their neck or their head so that like if they betray them, you use it and then their mind shut down or something? You know, like typical evil villain fashion. But are you fucking serious? You even contemplated bringing Dantes and Melchior back? You guys are fucking nuts. Like seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Again, the ends do not justify the means. I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. Okay, never mind. Collars. Close enough. That's surprising. Guys, come on. Renee's always played us for a fool every fucking time. Why are you acting like everything he hasn't done is conniving? It is.
そのくらい仕方ないんじゃない？どちらも必要なさそうな目はしてるけど。
買いかぶってくれるな。
こちとら拒否権もないんでね。黙ってるから存分に話したらどうだい？
Yeah, but I mean, you guys contribute nothing regardless, so I don't need to talk to you. I'm here to talk to Mr. Prez over there. The rest of you can shut up.
納得したわけじゃねえが。
See, that's the thing, is like, they try to make it seem like Kashim's like, oh, he's the greatest thing since sliced cheese. Or like, he's like a guy as worthy of like prestige as Cassius. It's like, no, clearly not. Cassius would not make this kind of decision. Like, even if it was for the greater good, he wouldn't. Guaranteed. Like, seriously, Kashim's like, oh, you had to look at this from a better angle, or you'll understand when you have more of an idea. No, this still doesn't mean that you can just be like, oh, this is okay regardless. If anything, it just means like you're throwing reason out and be like, as long as you get the job done, doesn't matter the sacrifices.
確かに他に優先すべき話題はあるわね。
令和転院計画とやら改めて教えてもらいましょうか。
And also, I love how they always do this. They also feel like, oh, the villains have to explain to them. You know that they're your enemies because they kept this from you for this long, right? Why would they tell you? Like, look, I know that in the end they probably will tell them because Van's group is too stupid to piece these things out. But at the same time, it's like, why should he tell you?
無論だ。そのために呼んだのだからな。
But see, like I said, in trail style, they'll just still do it anyway because Van's never gonna figure it out.
8つのゲネシスによる時間の猶予もある。疑問があれば一通りは答えよう。
Okay.
まず、私は大層な人間ではない。
No, I know that. Anyone can figure that out.
カノシーナ・ディルクやエプスタイン博士、そしてラト、私の妻ソフィーや母リリアに比べると取るに足りない軍人上がりの政治家だ。
Yeah, I get that already. We already saw that. Make your point already.
それでも知り得た者の使命として共和国民のみならずゼムリア人として夫として息子として何よりも一人の父親として世界を閉じ込める時のゆりかごをこのまま放置することはできなかった。
世界を閉じ込める時のゆりかご。
Yeah, I guess this is like if you didn't play the whole Grim Garden thing, this would be like a shock to you, I guess. I still feel like you could have just made a main story, considering it does actually kind of hint at it. No, shut up, Burgard. You didn't think anything. Shut up.
ここ数日、水面下で起きていたレムナント及びイーイン商船の存在。あれらはゆりかごが破壊される可能性に反応して現れた揺らぎと思っていい。いわば過去と未来からの揺れ戻し。まあ、計画そのものに干渉はできないだろうが。
So I was kind of right. They kind of just phase into existence. It's not like you summon them. I was kind of wondering about that because again, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Because it's like, would they really summon them like this? Because maybe that's what it is. These people in like the dark vestige garments, they're actually working for someone else, like I thought, right? But the people in the white suits or armor, they're actually the ones working for Hamilton, if I had to guess. And someone's just taking her idea and trying to pin all the blame on her when it's like, no, that's not it, it's someone else. At least if I had to make a guess, because again, it's like, would you really summon those people? Because look, supposedly these guys weren't brought back from the dead, supposedly, even though that's dead wrong, sir. We know the facts from Daybreak 1. You can't lie to us. But yeah, considering that's the case, it's like, that would have to mean someone else found them and decided to, instead of contain them until the situation's over, and decided to use them.
何を言ってやがる。
アンカービルに現れた使徒、あのメルキオルが言ってたという。
このゼムリアはある意味において守られているか。
滅びというエントロピーから大崩壊のようなカタストロフィーから それを可能にしてきたセキュリティ、いやセーフティーが存在するのさ。封じられた空よりも消えてしまった幻よりも炎と大地から錬成された鋼よりも絶対的なセーフティーという意味で。だがそれを良しとしなかった者がいる。この国の大統領ロイ・グラムハートさ。彼の計画は正直よくできてるらしいよ。結社の長もお手並み拝見みたいだからね。
やれやれ。テロリスト以上の下道に評価されるというのも複雑だが。
But see, that's what I'm trying to understand, right? Because they said the phase is already underway, the third phase of the Grand Orpheus plan, right? So I'm interested to figure out at some point, it's probably not going to be this game, but like, how is allowing this to happen actually supporting the plan? Is it that they actually need someone to force the world out of the cradle? And they just didn't want to be the ones to do it? Like they needed someone else to?
あれから3年か。時の経つのは早い。
レーバテイン計画は3年前の大統領選でグラムハート閣下が当選した直後からスタートした。その主目的を一言で言うと、ゼムリア世界の未来を閉ざす存在の破壊だ。
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's see. The destruction of the entity barring the world of Zemuria from its future. What? You mean Idios? Or someone else?
オリシム、帝国によるヨルムンガント戦役開始の1ヶ月前、ハーリング空軍大将および CID の極秘メンバーにのみ打診されたその計画は
I mean, it makes sense because, again, you would need a while to actually plan this out. And again, from the memory orb we got from Trails into Reverie, Shizuna and the Ikaruga were already guarding the Long Line Mountains, seemingly already before Rin had showed up, right? So it would have to be that their plan had already started from then, because otherwise how would they have made the preparations?
当初、半信半疑以下に受け止められていたが、対戦の裏側で密かに準備と調査が進められた。そして理科大学によって巧妙に偽装された宇宙空間の真実に MK 方面の機密情報。
Wait, what? Wait, what? So what? They're making it sound like they already knew this truth from Professor Hamilton, or at least what she had been doing with the observatory. But then why did you act like, oh, now we have to put Hamilton on there like that? I guess it was maybe just to put pressure, so then it's like Hamilton can do as much as she wanted to by this point, because again, their plan takes priority.
教会や結社、それ以外の情報からも閣下の仮説についての裏付けが進んでいく。
I honestly don't see how, because again, there wasn't really anything to prove that. I wish they'd explain more.
偽りの宇宙空間に女神の司法の一つが存在すること。その司法はゼムリアという世界を封鎖し、そこに住む人々の思考誘導も行っていること。
I guess it makes sense because, yeah, someone would have to be sustaining that cradle for so long and to continue it, right? Like, you'd have to continue giving that energy. And someone would also have to be observing to make sure, like, oh, nothing goes wrong. But again, I don't believe it could be Idios, considering, again, Idios hasn't taken action this whole time up until this, or at any point, so it's like, why would they do it now of all times when the world's already been in danger multiple times?
そして何らかの基準で世界の評価を行い、1200年周期の巻き戻しを実行することだ。
Yeah, so I was right. It's evaluating if we're worthy to continue or not. That's not surprising. Because again, why continue that? Which just means it's like they've just failed every single time.
でも教会にしても結社にしてもそれ以外もそれが起きる前提で
It makes sense in, well, only a bit, because you have to also think about why is it such a priority for the church to take the artifacts, right? Even with no understanding, even with some that are just dormant and don't actually use any power or exert any energy, why do they keep collecting them? It's because they're trying to figure out what they can tell them, right? It's not so much what they're capable of, it's like why and when they came from. That's probably the real reason they keep collecting, like anything that like falls in the category of an artifact. As for Ouroboros, I guess it would make sense because they have so many different people from so many different factions, it can cover a lot of different areas and perspectives.
ええ、教会の終わりに結社の永劫回帰、そして剣戦が言ってた回転だったかしら。真偽はともかく、どれも同じことを指しているのは間違いなさそうだね。Give me a sec, I'll be right back. Sorry about that, I had to help bring stuff in real quick. ってあなた、イカルガとして協力してたなら、そのあたりも聞いてたんじゃないの？言っただろ？私たちも計画の一部しか知らされていないってね。
But then why give so much permission though? That's the thing. Because again, it's like, you continue to do all this just for a fraction of information? There's no way. Because what would you, again, what do they gain from this? That's what I'm trying to understand. Because again, what did Ouroboros gain from the contract? What did these guys gain from the contract? You never just do it out of the goodness of your heart or just some information, because you're having to do this for years. There has to be something you're all getting. I'm just curious as to what.
イカルガはイカルガで回転の伝承があって、それへの対処として契約を結んだだけだよ。そこが確信についてご存知の君たちとの違いなんじゃないかな。
Yeah, I mean, I guess Marduk would be able to lead to that assumption, right? Because then it's like, why would something be sent back in time in the first place? And who knows? Like I said, maybe there was some data hidden within the capsule that Rizet was sent through.
さすがだな。
いい加減レバガメはやめたらどうだい GM?
I mean, he told us it. Anyone can easily piece two and two when you get the big piece.
やれやれ、そこはオブザーバーと言ってほしいところだが。
Bitch, please, don't act like you're the tough guy when you're just a hologram.
そんだいか GM.
I'll be honest, I never trusted this guy either. He just seemed to always give, and it's like, he seemed to have almost nothing in return.
お疲れ様だ。トワイニング SC。
Like seriously, you can't trust anyone.
気にせず出向業務を続けて構わない。さて、補足させてもらうと、確かに MK は以前から把握。 推測していた。時の手法によって引き起こされる時空間の巻き戻し、グランドリセット。種を明かすと、危機管理 AI ももともとはそれを阻止するべく生み出されたものでね。だがリベール、クロスベル、エレボニア、そしてバベル事件などを経て、その可能性は加速度的に上昇していった。なお帝国とのヨルムンガンド戦役ではその可能性は一時的に下がったようでね。鋼によるゼムリアの支配と人の霊族、皮肉にもそのことがグランドリセットと呼ばれる巻き戻しをする判断の猶予につながったらしい。
Ah, I see. That must have been when we reached the true ending, right? When we had to face that one guardian in a battle before actually fighting Osborn, right? Because that would have been that one instance where it's like the world was gonna be doomed to some kind of ending, possibly to happen much sooner rather than later.
ちなみに教会と結社がその可能性に独自に動いていたのは先ほど指摘された通りだが、ある意味彼ら以上に備え具体的に行動していた面々が存在する。
But that's what I'm curious about, right? Because again, the church, I get they're trying to actually kind of do it the right way. Well, at least Kevin is. Can't say much for the rest of them. Maybe Wazzy a bit, but Thomas, no. So Zelia, fuck no. I mean, I guess to be fair, Ouroboros is kind of like pushing the laws of the world, right? By always accelerating these plans that can cause turmoil and cause a backlash on reality. So maybe theirs is kind of more like the ends do justify the means, right? Like that's what that approach is.
ゲネシスを作り、動力文明を生み出したクロード・エプスタイン博士。彼の弟子でゲネシスの優れた代用品を作り上げたラトーヤ・ハミルトン博士。そして初代グリムキャッツであるドミニク女子にリリア・エプスタイン改めリリア・クローデル。
This is what I'm going to be interested in. Because, again, we know kind of what Dominique was doing, but what was Lilia's role in all this? Because she was supposed to be a part of this grand secret and stuff, right? But what exactly did she do in the little time she had? Maybe just do something to observe.
であるソフィーさんにアニエス・グラムハート城もそうなるのかな。
補足説明ありがとう。だがもう十分だ。
これは失礼。少々出しゃばりすぎたようです。
教会にしても結社にしても、エプスタイン博士やハミルトン博士にしても、それらの備えはあらゆる意味での割り切りを含んでいることが分かっている。だがそれはゼムリア大陸を主導するカルバード共和国の大統領としては相入れない。私はそう結論し、計画を進め、今まさにそれを完了しつつあるというわけだ。
I see. So he's trying to do what basically Van's been trying to do this whole game, which is trying to outsmart the already established geniuses. And proving, no, it is possible, right? But, I mean, to be fair, the issue is the president hasn't really done anything yet. Where it's like, at least where Hamilton and Ouroboros, you've seen the effects, but the president hasn't, and he's trying to do it in only 3 years. I don't think that's possible, honestly. Just being completely honest. I don't know what makes him think he can. Even if he has the resources as the president, that doesn't mean he has everything.
何らかのリスクをはらんでいるのでは？
Yeah, because again, it's like, if you lost Calvert, what then? Like, if it wasn't for Arkwright Solutions, you guys would have demons running around. Like, really? What the fuck were you guys even thinking?
当然だ。それを否定するつもりはない。
Because again, I also want that explained. Why did you need the whole CID involved? Like, you needed everyone minus Killiga. Why? That's why I don't understand, because again, the construction was already done by that point. The calculations, Marduk would be doing that. So why did he feel the need to take the CID away? Especially if, like, most of them weren't even involved in the project until he brought them in after it had already almost reached the final phase. I'm not understanding what was the point of that.
目標は現在、共和国の遥か上空の宇宙空間で起動前の休眠状態となっている。破壊にあたり防衛機構の反応は予想されるが、エミリア少佐の機体と能力なら十分に対処可能だ。
Okay, well, now we know why there's an assault frame out there. You're trying to fight a Septarian. But, I hate to say this, but Amelia is not gonna beat it. I'm sorry. Look, no matter how much upgraded toys you give her, it's not enough. Like, really, you really think some regular pilot, an ordinary human that's a pilot, with just the latest tech is gonna be enough to defeat that thing? I'm be honest, dog, you kinda lost me. Because again, out of all the people you decided to have go on this lone mission of Mission Impossible, you chose her. And again, I get it, like the excuse is navigating through space and everything, but hello, Reen and Crow, they've used Divine Knights. Reen had ogre power and can use spirit unification. Crow, he still has some form of his Azure Resonance. If anything, they're the most likely to be a part of it, especially since they dealt with the Septarian of Steel. Like, you're, like, again, even if you say, oh, she can match them physically in a fight, that doesn't mean that she could actually fight a Septarian. It doesn't. The situation calls for so many different factors. It doesn't work like that. It's also, even you say, oh, sparring with she's not in a frame, what's it called? Kashim in a frame and stuff. That's not enough. I'm sorry, but it's not gonna work. Again, that's what I'm curious about. Why not Reen and Crow? Or hell, you could have even trained Kevin, because he has a stigma, you know? Again, like, maybe to protect the world, Kevin would do it. Because if it doesn't mean he doesn't have to kill people, or go back to being the heretic hunter, I think he would at least contemplate the option, you know? And yet, you choose an ordinary ace pilot to defeat a Septarian, practically a godlike figure, in space, in their territory, I might add. That is nothing short of complete and utter ridiculousness.
そして地上への攻撃についても各飛行艦隊と空挺機構師団で対応できるだろう。
Oh yes, because a few paper planes are enough to stop a giant monster. Yeah, somehow that works. You people are so dumb.
なお、共和国以外に被害が及んだ時を考え、各国政府にはすでに極秘の打診を行っている。
Ah, okay, there we go. That's what the communication was to everyone else. But again, one day I've started asking questions too, like, why not involve us? Because that's the thing. If this is supposed to be like, oh, you're not only saving Calvert, you're saving all of Zemuria, why not get all of Zemuria involved? If it's a case like that, again, the Epstein Foundation could have helped and tried to create a new solution for you. You could have done the same thing with the Empire and their intelligence division. You could say the same with Crossbell and the SSS. You'd have a lot of people if it's for the sake of saving Zemuria. If it was just for Calvert, I understand. But you're saying this is to save Zemuria. Why wouldn't you get real heroes? I mean, that's what this thing is called. It's called the Legend of Heroes, not the Legend of Bozos.
現時点での MK 社の危機管理 AI によれば、共和国、そして全人類側の勝率は7対2。
Again, that's just an AI assessment. That doesn't mean anything. Because again, it's like it's not accounting for other factors. It's accounting for factors that it can understand and observe. But what about stuff it can't see beyond the threshold, beyond the cradle? What then?
計画の成功率7割、失敗率2割。残る1割は判断不能という数値になるな。
I can already see this going completely wrong.
いや、不甲斐ない限りだよ。1割も不確定要素を残してしまうとは。
Again, especially since the president is trying to assume he can somehow do this by himself. And that's the thing I mean, because again, he doesn't want the church? It's fine. Doesn't want Ouroboros? That's fine. But again, you can ask the Bracers for help. You can ask Estelle and Joshua. They've been through this before. You can ask Prince Olivert. He's been through this time and time again, down and back, in both Liberl and Eraponia. You could even ask the SSS with Tio, Kia. And with the politics, you can have Ellie and such. It's like, why did you have to do it with such a closed group? I don't understand. You'd have a much better chance with more people on your side, especially people who have actually gone up to the task and defeated Septarians themselves. What makes you think you'll do any better without any real experience?
もう少し正確な数値が出せそうなんだが。
あんたにそういう風にあいつのことを語ってほしくねえよ。
それにしても傲慢な話ですね。ある程度の賞賛はあるとはいえ、全人類の命運をかけるような大博打。それを一国家の大統領が独断で決めるというのはどうなのでしょうか。
Yes, thank you. Because again, even if it's like, oh, because his wife was a part of the Epstein family and such, it's like, that still doesn't mean you have to do it. Like, if he's gonna say his pride or like, because he's from Calvert, I'm gonna just have to say that's the dumbest excuse ever. There better be a legit reason why you think you're the voice for all of Zemuria. Like, honestly, I want to know why.
どの道猶予は残されていないのだよ。
Dude, we've spent all this time yapping. You can take some more.
座視すれば、1209年の8月下旬には確実にリセットが起きるようだから、ね。
And who's to say what you do isn't gonna make it go faster?
ちょうど太陽と月と七曜星の
Yeah, when the planets align, I get it.
クルガの伝承にもあったが、ハミルトン門下でも伝わっているとか。
そっか、受け継いだあの歌にあった。
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if we had actually learned more about the Krugas and their lore, maybe this will get more, like, inclusion for Fairy, but it doesn't. So it's like, why are we talking about this now as if like, oh yes, that totally makes sense. Like, would have been nice if we learned about this beforehand, if there were notes, or we went to the library and did research like you could do in the Crossspell. You could do research in the library and actually look up stuff about like facts from history.
僕やエレネ、ヤンにも出された宿題。グランマはそれを見越して。
I'm still saying it. Your plan is bullshit. It's gonna fail, 100%.
どうしてあんたがそんなことを知っているのか。多分アニエスのおふくろさんやばあさんあたりが関係してるんだな。
ああ、その通りだ。彼女たちはエプスタイン博士の意志を受け継ぎつつ、ある役目を果たした。その思いはあまりに尊かったが、とても認められるものではなかった。それが私がアニエスを首都に呼び戻し、軟禁していた理由だ。
Right, but does he know?
まあ、そちらの遺産の力を一時的に貸してもらう目的もあったが。
Wait, actually, but would Agnes really leave the Genesis behind? I kinda don't think she would, right? Unless she has a plan of some sorts.
本来の使い方ではないようだが、AI 判定の精度を高めてくれるようでな。
See, this is what I'm saying. It's like, we always keep saying, oh, Agnes can only use it. They're using it right now on a freaking, like, PC. Come on.
お嬢さんに無茶させないという意味では、お前たちにとっても好都合なんじゃないか？
Please, having you guys use it is even worse.
確かに首都の便利屋風情には。
Yeah, yeah.
だが それでも3つ言えることがある。
Yeah, because I mean, again, does the president even know that Agnes isn't even here? Because then what?
一つ、そのゲネシスは俺たちがアニエスと必死こいて集めてよ。その意味であんたらが勝手に使うのは筋が通らねえ。取り戻させてもらうぜ。
Yeah, because again, that's why I also don't understand. She's your daughter. She's been finding the Genesis throughout the course of this series. You couldn't have just asked her, or you couldn't have just told us, right? Because again, it's like, supposedly we're Agnes's friends, and again, if this mission is that important and you think it'll help everybody, I don't understand why you think we wouldn't help. Like, really, especially considering how much of a pushover Van is.
そうです。あのガーデンマスターと同じじゃないですか。
Yeah.
いかに大義名分があろうと、確かにちょっとばかりいただけねえな。
Yeah, like seriously. Again, think about everyone else before. Colonel Richard, Dieter Croy, Grimwood.
2つ、ハミルトン博士や結社、教会あたりもあんたの計画をまずは見届けるようだが、さっき聞いた説明の真偽を確かめもせず、ただ見過ごすってのは流儀じゃねえ。俺自身の役ネタも関係してそうだし、納得できるまで嗅ぎ取らせてもらうぜ。
僕も博士の考えとは別に真実を確かめさせてもらいます。
I mean, given that there's any time left for us to solve anything, but you know.
ギルドとしても同じです。あらゆる人々の未来に関わるのならば。
See, that's what also surprises me. Like, they keep saying for the world and stuff. What about the guild, bro? The guild has been helping everybody across Zemuria, for the most part. I mean, Arias had his one thing, but then he redeemed himself in Jurors of the Reverie, which he didn't need too big of a redemption, considering what his primary objective was, or I mean, his reasoning for going along with the plan. But again, it's like, you could have potentially brought Cassius back temporarily. You could have had Zin on your side. You could have brought S-Rank Bracers with you, man. But no, you just still thought, no, even if it's for the world, for some reason I have to do it, and I have to do it this backhanded way. Why?
そして3つ。何より夢ボート。あいつの。
Don't even get me started on that. Like, let's just get this going.
のためにも。あんたの計画、少しばかり延期してもらうぜ。なに？有人宇宙飛行なんて未知の領域。トラブルで延期なんて普通にありそうだろ。
気を逃す代わりに協力者も増える。そう考えることもできるのではないか。
そうそう。支持率高止まりしてるなら、そのくらい愛嬌ってもんでしょ。
やはり君は、ミア、君たち、スプリこの独断専行を何らかのオルタナティブで煮詰めたくはあったが。
But that's the thing, why not ask? You're just expecting it to be given. But you said yourself that this hasn't been solved by anybody yet. Go find it, dude. Stop just sitting on your luxury chair in the White House, just assuming someone's just gonna drop the answer for you, just because you're the president. Like, come on.
最終フェーズをこのまま開始します。緊急事態以外の停止命令があれば、カウントダウン0までにお願いします。
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
やれやれ。なんだか大変なことになってるみたいね。お互い仕事をしましょう。なんならこちらは延期でも構わないから。
余計なことを言うんじゃない。だがこの機を逃すリスクも犯せない。キンケイド君、カシム主任たちも頼む。
イエス、ミスタープレジデント。最終契約を果たさせていただきます。輝く炎よ。
カムシン、いきなり全開で来られますか。 しかも本人だけじゃないみたいね。
Ah, great.
相変わらずイカスイ武
You
器じゃない
gotta
か。
be kidding me. These two are already
ニードルガン
annoying
代わりの
enough.
ブラスターもなかなか高性能だしね。
Oh, great, she has a new toy.
反
Great.
則じみてはいようがこの人数差だ。ご容赦
Hey, I mean, you two are bad guys. Why are you
久々の
apologizing?
戦場存分にたぎらせてもらうぞ。
させるかよ。
お兄ちゃんも含めて乗り越えさせてもらいます。
お前たち二人との対決は
Wait,
あの秋の体育祭以来だったか。
you didn't do it for him though?
ええ、あと一歩総合点で及ばなかったけど。
Wait, why did he use his boots on him though? I mean,
ルネ
I'm not pissed at it, but
ついで
I'm
に
kind
乗
of
らせてもら
confused.
おうかな。その先を見通すためにもね。
受けて立とう。滅びの剣聖。それでは迎撃任務を開始する。
やれやれ、何の因果とは思うが、せめて果たさせてもらおうかね。
我らのような下道に見込まれた
Please, you guys
人
don't
類
care.
存
If you trying to
亡
destroy
を
the
占う
world
局
yourselves,
面での役目をな。
don't act like you have a conscience now. Okay, good, good, good. Wait, can I actually get rid of those buffs? I'm kind of curious.
そんなもんか。
Oh shit, they're gonna have a bunch of stuff, so... Ah, damn it, I don't have a shield surge. Motherfucker.
かかってくるが
守れクリスタルシェル。
I just do this first.
すまないね。
And then, go double buff.
来てパテルマテルダブルバスターキャノン。
全力で行くよ。捉えた。スカーレットレイン。
こちらの番だ。
Oh boy, okay. Well,
まとうと
time to take this seriously. Okay, first things first, we're getting rid of your stats. Yeah, you go
か
first.
かってくるがいい。
Wait, what does he have? I see he has a buff, but what buff is that? That's not a stigma, is it? What is that? It's gonna relate to plot, isn't it? Because I'm like, why doesn't he have a Kashim's buff? He doesn't need it, but why? He's never had this before. Okay, do this first. Then this. And then this.
ついてこられるか。
負けないよお兄ちゃん。私自身の炎にかけて。同僚として心苦しくはありますが、今は裏解決屋として
前例をもって迎撃しよう。ムロ剣聖も含める。
ありがたい。今度こそ本気のあなたを見せてもらうよ。
Ah, okay, so I can't take away the Kashim buff, but I can take away the other one. I mean, the other stuff. Okay, good. Yeah, just do this.
行くよ。始めるとしようか。つくよくな我が立場虚にして実。そこだ。真理霊月必戦。破れるかな。
これが最終防衛戦。来るがいい。スプリント。お前たちの筋を通してみせろ。できるものならな。
言われるまでもね。行くぞ。
暗いな。スプレッドショット。
諦める。終わりだ。
せっかくアルマータから解放されたのに、どうしてこんなことを。
MK のやり口はともかく大博打に絡めるのは悪くないからね。
厄介な連中を改めて叩きのめしてあげるわ。
God damn. I guess it's because I used too many. I only used one spray. What the hell? Oh boy, here we go. Well, this is why I had crystal shells. This isn't good. Yeah. Boy, am I glad that actually worked. Hey. Fuck you too. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, I got rid of one of them. Shit. How should I do this? Hold up. Yeah, let's keep this here for now. Oh wait, actually, we do this, so then I can give time to heal red. Because we're gonna need it. We'll just give this to you.
ならば答えるまで北の亡霊よ相手になろうかの地に幾ばくか関わった者として
助かりました。いい調子だ。一網打尽よ。強気に行きなさい。
とどめだ。
させません。下がりなさい。
目標法則貫け。
下がりなさい。させません。
I will say, I do kind of wish we could have used Kashi more in the Grim Gun. I'm just saying, it would have been cool. Damn, still don't have enough for Shiza to have a turn. Shit. Yeah, come on. Just get it over with. Yeah, because let's be honest, Renee has his own limits.
最後には必ず種明かしをしてた元生徒会長さんよ
どこまでも甘い知りたくば勝ち取ってみせろ
セットシャーカードストライク
こっちの番よ
This is also why I'm glad I separated the team. Let's do... yeah, we can do this.
パテルモテルダブルバスターキャノンリゼットさん了解ですなんかな追撃よ下がりなさい
目標法則貫け
スキルやっちゃいなさい強気に行きなさいここが攻め時かと一網打尽よいい調子だ
敵戦力想定よりやや上カムシンへの支援を継続する
やるじゃないかハンマカの時を思い出すよ
援護するわ例の方続いて了解よもらったわここだ破れるかなシールド展開
っておきさ。はあ、仕上げだよ。メフィストブラスト。
お返しだ。
Wait, what happened? What, the Guardian worked that well that it didn't do anything? That would actually be pretty cool. Anyway.
遠からんものは音に聞け。つくよくな我が太刀は虚にして実。そこだ。真理。霊月必戦。
Look, I may not have Reen. I have Shizu though. That's more than enough.
破れるかな。
お前たちの力はその程度か。
Dude, shut the fuck up. I haven't seen you do anything.
このまま突き崩してやる
That's
ぜ。
what I was saying.
終わりだ。砕けボルテクスブレイカー。
Ah, that's right. He can only go in a straight line like that. I forgot. Oh, great. Now you. I do have Crystal Shout, so I'm still fine.
ここからが本番だ。とどめだ。リーサルオペレーション。
Yes, we lived. Fuck you. Ah, shit. I really do want to shoot him. But we do need shields, though. No, I have to think about the bigger picture here. Oh, we'll get an exchange guarantee from this. Okay, yeah, fuck it.
逃がしません。シュート。合わせます。ええ。追撃よ。ここです。ガードします。
逃げ場はないぞ。食らうがいい。
スキャン。
こんなのはどうだ。
崩せるかダイヤモンドガード。
こっちの番よ。今宵はようこそ私のお茶会へ。そのまま眠りなさい。グランレラランです。
Yeah, I'll be honest, I had to get rid of that crit. That was gonna be a problem if I didn't get rid of it. Okay, we're still good, we're still good, we're still good. Yes, thank you. Oh shit. Let's get a sting. Also, I am gonna say, this definitely isn't the final boss fight. Because, dude, these guys do not have 2 million HP. The last couple bosses I faced had at least near 2 million. I mean, Kashim technically does, but I fought an enemy with 2.5 million. This is not that tough. I'm gonna be completely honest here. There's definitely more to this fight. I know that 100%. Okay, first, let's do this. Good. So first thing we're gonna do. Oh wait, shit. Yeah, I had to do this. Gotta get rid of the guard he has. Then I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna do roar. And then the last thing. I'm so glad the remove buffs includes removing shields. Makes things so much easier. Oh, I was like, why is he hitting Shizuna if he has the hate? Right, she's in his way. Shit. Okay, that's on me, I'll admit. I still have Crystal Shell, so I'm good. Yeah, fuck you. Okay, fair. See, that's the thing. Kashim's the only real guy you have to worry about. The other two are just scrubs by this point. Oh, okay, but Van gets next move. But she's almost done, so that's good. Thank you for the guardian. See, this team, we got it. Oh, finally. I was wondering because like this dude did not use a move this whole damn time. Oh shit. Oh, okay, this time he actually went for it. Shit. Again, just like I had the shield. What? Huh? Oh. Really? You're gonna bring that up now? That's not important. Shut up, dude. You guys haven't done shit. I don't want to hear you talk. Can I reach him? Oh, because I can't. Shit. Oh no, wait. Technically I can't. Wait, how? Oh, right. I guess I could just do this first. Yeah, because I mean, he's still a shield anyway, and I can handle Alexander. He's not going to be that bad. Yeah, I have to stay here because otherwise I'm not going to have the effect I want. Let's also do an HP absorb, and then... I wish I could do another one. That would have been great. Whatever. Damn, man. All these years and you still miss. See, these guys are nothing. Come on. I faced way worse stuff than you guys. Come on. Oh. I must let this run out. This. Now use this. You see, this team's too good. I don't need to change anything. I mean, if I had Agnes, it'd be a different story, but still.
諦める終わりだ。
下がりなさい。
覚悟。
流れを変えるぞ高宗。
させません。
I mean, you was gonna get the move anyway. You didn't have to do anything. Well, time to continue the pain. Time for the pain train. Alright, Renee, you've been a pain in my ass since the start of this game. You're going first. Let's have some fun. This is for all the shit you've given me this whole fucking game, you piece of crap. See, this guy's nothing, dude. Come on. You just had inflated HP and nothing else. Like, you didn't even cast arts, dude? Come on. That's what I'm saying. Kashin was the real show here. Nobody else. You know what? I'll have some fun with you. I just do this. Since I can. I mean, hey, no offense to Kashin. Kashin was actually tough. The other three, you didn't really have a great roster, I'm be honest. It's like back then when LeBron, it was basically just LeBron before he went to Miami. I mean, you yourself were putting up a fight, everyone else not so much. Yeah, come on. That's why I didn't use Shizuna's S-Break there. I could have done it in style, but I knew there'd be more. Huh? Hey, I'm ready for round 2. Come on. That's also why I didn't use That's also why I used Rapid Onslaught twice, because I was like, Van may need to keep that CP, because again, I don't think that's the final fight. I'm be honest. I feel like it's too easy. Hey, I mean, I'm ready for round 2. Come on. I just had to switch Ren for like a lane or something. We're good to go.
私たち全員でなら。
I mean, we're kind of running out of time though, aren't we? Are we on a schedule here?
こうなりゃとことんやってやろうじゃねえか。
お前もお前だ、ルネ・キンケイド。常に策を巡らせ、あらゆる事態に備えてたショーワル会長がなんで言われるまま従ってやがる。そしてあんたもだ、ロイ・グラムハート。今日この日を発射日にした理由、アニエスの誕生日ってのも関係あるんだろう。
Right, because again, it's like, it's way too much of a coincidence. I mean, I know it was the whole Trails thing where it's like, whenever something good happens, something bad happens immediately after, right? Like, the confession with Joshua, then he ended up leaving. And then the same thing happened with Crossbell. Like, the whole thing with Ravash ended up happening. And then the same thing when we ended up getting betrayed by Dudacroix and everyone else. And then the same with Erebonia when we were just at school and then the school got attacked, right? It played out way too nicely to be like, it has to happen on this day, right? And I was wondering, it's like, if you were really doing it for our own protection, why wouldn't you have done this after the fact, right? Because you said yourself, the Grand Reset doesn't happen until late August. We're not there yet, right? So, why do it like this?
多分あんたはただの親バカだ。計画ってのも娘を第一に考えてだろうが。
Huh?
だったらなんであいつにそう言わない。たった二人の家族同士、どうして腹を割って話さないんだ。
Yeah, because I mean, that's the thing. It's like, if she knew it was her mother's wish and he was acting on that, why did he have to hide it from her until just now? It could have been like she was part of the plan the whole time. Especially considering getting the Genesis led to this point anyway. Wouldn't it have been smoother if you actually did that? Especially with all the personnel you have in the CID, you didn't need her to go to Van. But why'd you have to play it out like this? Wondering what that'd be.
まだ遅くありません。あなた方は十分話し合えるはずです。
I don't know. Something tells me like we're less than 10 minutes away, so
それにル
I
ネ
think we can.
私もバンに同感よ。私たちのよく知っているあなたはそんな殊勝な性格じゃないでしょ。
Yeah, because I mean, that's the thing, is like, I'm still waiting, because again, I think he is being a traitor here. Because again, I still don't know what that power-up is he got. Because, look, when we see Kevin and them use it, it's their stigmas. She's not, it's their spirit unification. What's his power-up then? I don't understand where that's coming from, because it's not Kashim's. But it's his own, but it's like, where did he get it? Like, is that going to be part of lore, or are they just doing it just for the hell of it? Because they couldn't figure out a way to make him stronger.
随分な言われようだな。だが、お前たちが俺の何を知っている？
カウントダウン開始します。
Yeah, because again, it's like, does Van really know him that well? That's what I was thinking, because again, it's like, wasn't there like some kind of issue with like his family and like politics in a way? I don't remember what exactly it was. It may have been like part of a Connect event, but I didn't really care for it. But I wonder if it's gonna tie into that, because I mean, to be fair, Van, you did leave twice. You left the first time when it wasn't your fault, and then the second time you chose to ditch, right? So it's like, does he really know Renee, considering what happened to Renee during all those years when Van had left, right? And Elaine's been so busy being Beauty's blade, could she have always been like with Renee the whole time, especially with her worrying about Van all the time? I was wondering when they'd actually bring it up, because again, it's like, just like Fairy and everyone else, it doesn't feel like they gave him really anything to work with. So I was wondering, like, considering he's supposed to also be as integral here as like Shizuna was supposed to be, what's gonna be his end of the bargain?
残念だが、もはやサイは投げられた。
Yeah, like seriously, did we really think we were gonna persuade this man to change? It was never gonna happen. And also, why don't you just try to hack the project while this was happening?
最終フェーズを開始する。
Like seriously, half of you were on the bench. You could have hacked into the system and stopped it. But nah, they were just waiting in the bench. I mean, again, I had Rosette and Ren in my main party. But again, the question now is this really gonna go the way he thinks it's going to? Because again, it's like, why does he think he couldn't have gone Reed and Crow to do this? Why does he think Amelia's... Because look, if it was just about going to space thing, I'd understand, right? Because like I said, to navigate with a shuttle and everything, I'd understand the logic. But what does it have to do with going up against a Septarian? I don't think she'd be ready for that. And also, she's not in Kashin's strength. They're strong, but they never faced a Septarian before. So how would they know how to handle it? Alright, yeah, because they'd all be seeing this right now. Because, yeah, now we're finally all aligned at the same time. Yeah, there has to be more to this. I find it hard to believe that's gonna be the final boss. No one with 2 million HP? Something's up. Right, because now this also brings the question, what exactly is Hamilton's plan? She says it's inevitable, but then what does she plan to do to seal it?
聞いていた通り、私という人による観測の結果か。エクスキャリバーのセンサー一時遮断、想定されていた通りです。
プロメテウス4とのザイファリンク開始。エクスキャリバーとの同期を最優先せよ。
合わせて偽装映像の準備を。プラン A から F まで即対応するぞ。
聞こえますか？エミリア少佐、どうか返事を。エミリア。こちらエクスキャリバー、航空宇宙軍エミリア・ハーリング少佐よ。現在高度25000セルシュ、大気圏を突破した地点に到達したわ。どうか見てちょうだい。私たちが今までどんな場所にいたのかを。地上で見ていた満天の星々は確認できず、それどころか七曜星も月も太陽すら見えない。予測は聞いてたけど、エイドスはどこにいるのかしら。あれがゼムリア大陸。よかった。ちゃんとあるわね。
Wait, but what about the rest of the world? Is it just one patch of green and the whole planet of blue? Or what? God damn it, I wasn't paying as much attention as I should have.
宇宙空間に到達したようです。人類初の偉業達成ですが、エミリア少佐は大丈夫でしょうか？
嘘だろ。こんな。
ヤン兄さん、これって。
予測の範囲内だ。何らかの仕組みにより閉ざされた世界、そして我らが死、ハミルトン博士が隠し続けてきた真実の一端というわけだ。
あれが天外の先。ああ、もう一人の俺たちが見たかもしれねえ世界の真実。
Yeah, so again, it is. They're resonating with them from another timeline. That's why they could see it. Because that's what they saw when they tried to fly up to outer space. But again, what happened after that, though? Because again, supposedly, from that simulation of Ishmael Gareed, he did come back. But it was so long after. But what happened to him? If he didn't go anywhere, if there's nothing beyond but a cage, where did he go? Has he just been up there this whole time? Like, just stuck? That's the other mystery we kind of have to figure out. Like, maybe it was something like the Septarian did?
リンゴさんが追っていたエリュシオンが届かなかった先。
令和転移計画関係者並びにアークライド解決事務所、あとは一般向けの偽装映像じゃなくてこちらの映像を覗き見ている勢力の皆さん、少なくとも世界が嘘じゃないなら私たちはちゃんと自分の仕事をするだけよ。思うところはあるかもしれないけど、まずは最後まで見届けてちょうだい。座標ゼロ地点を確認。これより最終フェーズに移行する。さあ行くわよエクスキャリバー。閉ざされた未来を切り開くために。
エミリア少佐、無事だったようです。今まさに初の有人宇宙飛行を開始しました。それにしてもすごい、こんな機体を開発していたんですね。
今入った情報によると機体名はエクスキャリバーとのこと。開発経緯は気になりますが、今はただ夢のような時間を堪能させてもらいましょう。
なんだありゃ、とんでもなさすぎだろ。
But see, that's the thing. It's like, what makes them think there isn't some kind of security system for if someone tries to collide with the barrier, right? Because that makes me think, what happened to Reen, right? Where did he and Crow go after? Or, I mean, well, in the end, Crow did sacrifice himself, but where did Reen go? What happened to him? That's something that's still not resolved. Because it can't be that he passed it. It can't be that he was just, like, up there and stuck. The satellites would have picked that up eventually, especially considering Gramhauer was preparing for this plan.
リアルタイムの偽装映像も含めて
Then again, I guess there was
恐
another
れ入
time,
るくらい
but
の正
still.
当さだけど。へえ、私が指南した時よりもさらに加速性能が上がったみたいだね。
ああ、昨日クロンカイド教授がブースターの出力効率を改善したそうだ。
ってあんたらも把握済みなんかい。でも本当なんですかこれ。
太陽や星が存在しない？だったら僕たちが見ているのはまさか大陸外縁の海の果てみたいに。
いくら行けども果てがない海域、未だ科学で解明できない領域ですか？
Yes, thank you! That's what the other question is that we need the answer to! Is Zemuria the only continent here? Or is there more? But if there's more, why haven't we found anything? Because again, it's like, we've never really sailed outside, like, from the borders of the places, because we never really been there. But if that's the case, where does it lead? Or is Zemuria literally the only goddamn continent in the world? Maybe because of the Great Collapse or something? I guess it's possible, actually. You know, that actually could make a lot of sense, right? Like, maybe it's like, for some reason, whatever happened to enact the Great Collapse, Zemuria was spared for some reason, but everyone else wasn't. So because of that, nothing else exists. Or maybe it sunk to the bottom of the ocean floor. Well, Zemuria is the only thing left. I guess it's a possibility.
それでも有史以来、私たち人類は何かに偽りの空を見せられていた。それをエルメスさんが目視することで、偽装されていない映像がやっと入ってきた。
Right, because again, what you see from projections, that's what Hamilton could create the illusion to. But if you get up there, how is it up until you pass the atmosphere? That's when you see it. Like the actual cradle. So again, I guess that's the Septarian of the time. Whatever they say it is.
そして一般市民には真実を伝える必要はないって方針らしいな。
当然だろう。伝えたが最後、全国民、いや、全人類がパニックになりかねん。
その意味でハミルトン博士の配慮は間違いなく人類のためでもあったのだろう。もっとも事を成し遂げた暁には何らかの形で伝えようと思っているがね。計画が成功し、剣による神殺しを果たしたら。
But now here's my question. What is Professor Hamilton trying to accomplish then? Because if you're trying to stop, like, this cradle from continuing to imprison us, why would she think there's her own way of doing it? Or that it's inevitable? She has to have some proof. But I don't know. Is she just not showing him the proof? Or is he just denying it even at thinking it, oh, it's only at face value, it seems inevitable, right? Because, again, if they have their own theories and they both seem very, dedicated to this, why are they working separately? Why do they have their own secrets from each other when they could be working together?
座標ゼロ手前、100セルジュの地点に到達。
And again, I'm curious if there is a security system here.
歪みを確認。全センサー機能開放。プロメテウス4による処理を開始。ザイファリンクによるパイロットとの共鳴同期も開始。人の目であるかないか決まる。最初聞いた時はどういうことって思ったけど、なるほど、こういうことね。この上ない感じで納得がいったわ。
第19999期終局段階グランドリセットの
Whoa, there's something bit. Is that a Necronomicon? Or like some kind of grimoire? Oh, maybe the Apocrypha? Or the Akashic Records even.
収集した地上観測ステータスを精査、新地へと変換開始。1080時間後に予定していた第2万期グランドリセット発動を前倒しする。推定45分25秒後、迎撃シークエンスを起動。
Oh, it's a giant cube. Oh boy. Ah, so it is. There is a security system. I was wondering about that. But again, it didn't seem like Green had to deal with this, so what did it do to him? Maybe because he wasn't in control, he just decided to like put him in a black hole. So then he's like sealed away.
最終フェーズ。目標。時の司法。レーギャルンの箱を完全機能停止せよ。
イエス、ミスタープレジデント。
最終フェーズを開始する。エクスキャリバー AX 目標攻撃開始。アンサラ1から8まで発射。全飛行艦隊と師団備えよ。降りてくるぞ。
イエスコマンダ
ー。インデペンデントアンサラー1から8番を発射。
第1から第5飛行艦隊全空挺機構師団は上空からの進行に備えてください。
Alright, we were wondering what exactly was that beneath the space base. There we go. I didn't know there were multiple of those. I only saw the one. Nice thing.
デミアンサラー全団目標へ戦車。デミアンサラー全団命中。目標の構造体の一部が露出。
あれがようやく現れたか。
ちょっと待ってください。あの銀色のはともかく、
今のミサイルはリアクターウェポン。
I see. They needed that knowledge, right? Is that why they continue letting Almada do it? Because they didn't want to do it themselves, so they just took the technology from them instead?
聖魔剣とやら抜きでも起爆可能な実行シークエンスを依頼されてな。結果として真空無重力という条件なら起爆できる。
See, everyone loves to
レンズを開発した。
Everyone loves to recycle other people's inventions and stuff, especially in Calvert. We've done that so many times already. Why not just do it some more?
時間がないとはいえ、今回の計画にはまさにおあつらい向きの仕様となっただろう。地上で使用できるものではないので、各国には何とか納得してもらうつもりだ。
どの口が。
So, I see. That's also why they cut the broadcast too, because they don't want anyone else to know we have nuclear weapons, motherfucker. So, the state of the game is now changed even more. Wow. Seriously. That's what I'm saying. It's like the president's doing such an underhanded way.
しかも
Why?
あちらの方は今のミサイルどころではありませんね。
サイズは10倍近く、威力は1000倍といったところか。計画の要請に従い24機を完成。必要に応じて順次打ち上げる見込みだ。
ヤン兄さん。
クソがおかしな仕様だとは思ったが、
是非はともかく手段は選べねえ。つまりはそういうことなんだろう。
でも向こうもただでやられるつもりはないみたいだけど。
I mean, it's a Septarian. Because that's the thing, it's like, you guys are basically saying military weapons would have stopped the other Septarians before when they didn't. That wasn't. The heroes stopped it. They didn't use, like, just basic military weaponry.
あの新
Like,
型
come on.
それに地上に降りてくるつもり。
そのための財ファ企画による管制システムにあらゆる角度で行われた AF シミュレーションだ。
こちらも支援する。修行の成果を見せてもらうよ、少佐殿。
ええ、剣たち到着までの時間はバッチリ稼がせてもらうわ。あなたやカシム主任、帝国の英雄たちに付き合ってもらった借りを返すためにも。
Wow, now it really is becoming something like Space Invaders. Who'd have thought?
なあれ
一体どうなって。
模擬練習です。危険なので退避してください。
果てしない星々、まるで流れ星になったみたい。ゼムリアの大地も見えるわ。まさに女神の奇跡の賜物でしょう。広域空間シャード展開。エミリア・ハーリー、押してまいるわ。
Huh? Wait, we're doing this now? Are you fucking kidding me? Bro, I wasn't ready for this. Oh. Oh, you've gotta be fucking kidding me. Sure, why not? Guess I can only face one of these at a time. Okay, let's go with this first. Then we'll use this, and then... lightning slash, I guess. But also, I'm not even saying like you can only have Major Amelia, but it's like, again, even if you didn't like make Rin and Crow the focus, couldn't you have had them help her out? I mean, come on. Pretty sure she can help. Ooh, okay, okay, that's gonna hurt a bit. Not good. Let's do another one then. Damn, I don't have anything. Oh, okay, no, yeah, these give me HP. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Can't miss this then.
さすがは司法のガーディアン。でもハートがないならお呼びじゃないわ。無駄無駄。
but now it does make you kind of think, what exactly is even Ideostat, right? Because I'd understand mystical beasts like dragons or something, but why tech? How does that work? No, I'm probably better off not saying it by this point. Alright, let's go with this, 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 then this.
無駄無駄そこ走れカルラジン それそれだ覚悟よエクスキャリバー偽りの天外をフルスロットルでぶち破るまでそれそれ走れカルラジン 決めるそこいや
こちらプロメテウス4完成フォローアンサラー1から8大気圏を突破し順次到着アンサラー1、2防御フィールド展開しゼロ地点に誘導します。
ええ最速でお願い。初段命中このままロックオン誘導を続けるやっと姿を見せたわね人類の火星
想定外の大規模熱核攻撃を確認破損率 1.12% 新地を情報修正グランドリセットまで残り23分55秒迎撃シークエンスを継続する
女神の七司法の一つ時の司法レーギャルン
なるほど確かに箱だねレーギャルンさっきも聞いたけどリベールとクロスベル帝国でも現れた司法と同じ
だがそれらよりさらに謎めき、教会でも長年封じられ続けていた名前だ。悪魔について記されたエゼル記同様、非公開の下典非ありく時に唯一ある。
そして人のゆりかごにして牢獄である箱を唯一壊せる剣の名がレーバテインでしたね。
そうつながるのですか。
聞いてやがる。
逆にあの反応兵器の1000倍の威力でも一発では無理ということね。
人類の英知が作り上げた剣、それによる神殺しってやつか。
ああ、恐れ多くはあるが、だがなんとかなりそうだな。
アンサラー7、8、同時ロックオン。これでラストよ。沈みなさい。
全センサー復帰、解析を開始します。マルルック社危機管理 AI が判定。
I don't know. I'ma say it. I don't think it's that simple. Because it literally said when it took the first one, it only did 1% damage. Are you sure that's actually what happened? Who's to say this isn't an illusion too? There's also, why would it trap itself inside when it could be outside for all we know? I think this is just too good to be true. Because again, we still don't know why Professor Hamilton says it's inevitable regardless, right? Because, again, if it was possible like this, why didn't they work together?
俺たち人類の勝利だ。
私たちこれでちゃんと明日を迎えられるのね。
やったか、エミリー。
やった。やったぞ。
Why?
これでさ。
Because also,
ソフィー。
this is my thing.
リリアさん。
Who's to say the curse isn't just cast on the planet itself, right? Like, who's to say it isn't a spell that doesn't need the caster anymore? There's times when it can. Yeah, come on. It's a septarian for crying out loud. It's not that simple. Oh my god. You've got to be kidding me. Oh shit. Of course. See, this is why y'all should have sent Reem. Oh my god, it actually does look like... That looks like the corrupted Valimar, right? Or at least the unit that was using the Retributive Tower. Like, it actually looks like it. Yeah, it is. Duh. Why didn't you think it could create something like that? It's tech. This is a tech septarian. Oh, let me guess. It rewound its time. Or was it an illusion? Like I said. Seriously, why did you think regular weapons were gonna work on a septarian? Did they even know how we defeated a septarian before? Because it wasn't through regular human means, I can assure you that much. Like, come on, you guys really thought it was easy? You guys
ダ
are
メです
clueless.
大気圏突入時にロストしました。
それと降下していた機動兵器が一斉に引き上げていきます。助かったのか。
Yeah, why didn't they send up Rena? Exactly, they faced it before. Hell, I would have at least also been fine you sent Rufus, because he fought against the Zora Guild team too.
命中率は下がるが仕方あるまい。
Like seriously, why the fuck didn't you think
ア
to
ンサ
send
ラ
the
ー9から
professionals?
24戦弾を持って二次攻撃を開始する。
Oh yes, because the other ones worked so well. Repeating the same thing's gonna work. Like, come on.
今のはバベル事件の元凶でもあったという期待か。
うん、形状が違う。でもどこまでも本物みたいな。
エミリア少佐。
は、一瞬の隙を使い
That's what happens when you don't set an actual mech user to a mech fight.
北西方向ってことは。
これにて終幕か。
Oh, is it gonna crash into some place? Like a city or something? Oh my god.
ナディアくそ、なんとか成功ね。
As if that's gonna be enough. Ah, the altar core? She sent it to another time, didn't she? Was it sent to the future or the past? I know why it's nevermore. No, I'll hear it soon.
私たち夢でも見てたんですか。
No.
いえ、おそらく現実でしょう。
夢よりもはるかに決体みたいやけどね。
Oh my god.
いつの間に。
It's the...
これはクレイユ
Yeah, that's the one that Kevin retrieved. So why couldn't Dolphin? No, not yet, not yet.
このフレーム形状は間違いなく。
あの新型 AF X キャリバ
Oh
ーと
my
同じようだ。
god, is that why?
10年前に回収したんと同じ。
Oh my god.
つまりは
So
そう
it
いう
was
こと
there
やった
from
んか。
another timeline.
ええ、あまたのアーティファクトと同様、今回ループにおける
Yeah,
失
oh
敗の
my
証でしょう。
god. Okay, that is a surprise though. Because like they said made it sound like there was life in there, but there wasn't. No matter how hard they tried, they couldn't figure out if it was an artifact or not, and it wasn't. Wow. So she was... Wait, what the fuck? There's still more? God damn it. You know what? I said I want to finish this all in one fucking day. We're gonna finish it all in one fucking day, okay? And again, I still think there's another boss fight. We still haven't seen that other thing yet. Does this make artifacts lame now? It actually does, to be honest. Because again, I was kind of assuming like maybe they were made and left behind with an intent. Not that it was just like garbage thrown from another timeline. That just seems disappointing. But wow, okay. Well, that explains that. Wait, is that going to be the same thing as to like what that angel statue was at Center Marsh? Is that going to be like someone else? Oh my god, it's going to be... I think I know what it's going to be. I mean, if it follows the pattern of this, I can maybe guess what that would be, but I don't know. Let's continue. Like I said, we're finishing this today. It all ends today. See, why the fuck did you think that would work, Mr. President? Dude, you're using AI based on knowledge of this world. How do you think you're gonna measure up to a god? Like, I'm not saying humans can't defeat gods. I'm not saying you shouldn't try to take it. But why do you think the understanding of an AI is gonna understand how a god works and their full powers? That's not how that works, okay? Because how would it even know if it's never seen godhood in the first place? Like, really? And again, it's like, dude, do you even know what Septarians fucking are? That's what pisses me off. This guy thinks he can defeat a Septarian with pumped up military machinery. But it's like, have you seen This shit we've been through? Yeah, why not ask the witches for help along with Reen? They know something. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, think about it. Estelle and Joshua, they faced the Septarian and won. The SSS, they faced the Septarian and survived. Reen and crew, they faced the Septarian and won. But it wasn't by, like, having enhanced military tanks or helicopters. Bitch, if it was that easy, people wouldn't have to go through all the trouble of all the mystics and stuff, and the power of alchemy. You wouldn't have needed those. But clearly they did, if it was to defeat a Septarian. Like, come on, man. Are you really that dumb? Seriously, I don't understand why this president doesn't understand. Like, look, I'm not saying, like, he shouldn't, like, try to fight it. But why did he think literally souped up tech was going to defeat godhood? Like, that was his only logic, and he thought it was going to be, like, almost 100%? Come on. You can't tell me you didn't think there was a chance of failure. You clearly had too much of an ego.
拡張観測器に異常だとまさか
Huh?
ええ、一杯食わされていたようですね。
Oh my god.
これって
It's just after images of the Genesis? I knew it, bro. I was like, you all keep saying how Agnes is the only one who can use the Genesis. Did you really think you could use it like this and it's like, it still would have been fine? Especially if you separated them? Because also, does he even know where Agnes is right now? Because she's not in her room. We checked.
存在自体が揺らいでいる。
近景度補佐官君か
See, it was so predictable. I knew this guy was a traitor from the beginning.
ああ、オリジナルは保険として必要なのでね。
It was inevitable because Hammer achieved by getting Kinkai by her side to sabotage a fucking court. Dude, I called this. Didn't I also say so long ago that it's possible that he was working with Hamilton, like he's working with the president, but as a spy for Hamilton? I called that shit. I called that like halfway or more than halfway through the series. Like, you can't trust this motherfucker. You can't. Hamilton is the good guy. Nah, I'm still not accepting that Hamilton's the good guy. By all means, Hamilton's still the enemy because she's still hiding shit. And she brought people from the dead for this. You people fucking suck at your job. This is what happens when you give someone else too much power, Mr. President.
とはいえ、失敗を狙ったわけではない。実際にここに本物があるのも事実だ。ただし、あるかないかが両立する重ね合わせの状態にさせてもらったが。
Oh yeah, somehow. Being secretive isn't the issue. It's the fact that she causes nothing but trouble. Yeah, facts. Wow. Way to go, Mr. President. You know, for a guy who's supposed to be like, he knows all about like betrayal and the dark side of the world, I'm surprised that this guy didn't think, oh, maybe what happens if someone's actually been lying to me, right? Because I was even like, maybe Kinkai's putting on an act at the observatory to make it seem like he's still under the guise, right? Because it was probably because since Shizuna and Iscariot were technically working for the president, he had to keep up the act. That's probably why he said it. Van, why are you surprised? This guy's never done anything good for us. Seriously, why are you acting like he ever did? He was never our friend.
契約期間中だ。捕らえるぞ。
But he's gonna teleport. Plus the fact that from the time like 40 years in the future proves Hamilton's case is nonsense. Yeah. Huh? Wait, what? Oh, what now? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Why? I thought you needed demon power to control that thing. Fast forward to Malice to do this crap? Seriously, did. Oh yeah. Tough to like kick a guy that far. Impressive. Oh my god. Great. See, I knew that he wasn't the I knew that wasn't the final battle. I called that shit. I thought you said you weren't gonna help us anymore. Dude, I can't even turn into Grendel's Shin? We need it! Because this might be the final battle. See, that's the thing, it's like, it's pretty easy to tell when, like, Renee's just, like, lying his ass off and stuff. Like, seriously. Oh, shut the fuck up, bro. Great.
気をつけて。あらゆる意味で普通じゃないわ。
I can see that.
斬死どもにも似た。
Guys, it ain't given to.
それだけでは
Really?
冷圧。
支援シャード全開。危機管理 AI のリソースも借ります。
Well, one. Oh, okay. Again, why would he? He's already lied to you guys so far.
カウントダウンを止める方法込みでな。だからお前は甘いんだよ。バン。
Fight against Grendel Shaddai will involve the entire party. Preparing. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. All? First half, the latter half will consist of Van. Oh shit. Okay. Wait, so. Oh, okay. Fuck. Damn it. Why the fuck can't I put these guys in? I know we're fighting in real life, but come on. Oh, and I can't even have Agnes. Okay. How should I do? Well, first of all, I'm not putting Fairy in the party. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, I'll keep Rosette here. I'll keep Aaron. Could name Elohim over Shaddai. Yeah, fair. Move you here. Wait, are my supports gonna be that there's supports for both teams, or is it gonna be that there is support only for one? That's what I'm confused about. I might have to put Quatre here then. Nah, but then I might need a lane, because we're gonna need 2 powers and then 2 support units. Yeah, and if it's like a shared support for both teams, I might have to do it like this. Maybe. I don't know. Or actually, let me switch here like this. Yeah. Yeah, because depending on how the second fight's gonna go, I'm gonna need Van over there, so. But see, I was wondering, like, King Kai was showing some kind of power symbol, right? But again, it wasn't a stigma. It wasn't a Kashim's boost. It wasn't spirit unification. So I'm like, what the fuck is that power? And how the hell did this dude even get it? Like, I thought the only reason Van could have his was because of like his demon power. Are we ever gonna actually learn what the Grendel is? It was like a fight being here was entirely pointless. It really was. You got to fight against him one time, and that was basically it. I think this should be fine. Oh shit, but I don't really have a healer on the team. Nah, I might have to accept it. Yeah, we're ready. Oh, god damn it. Huh? I thought it was my turn! Oh my god. Great, he's fast too. Fucking great. Lost a lot of health from that. Okay, maybe not a lot, but still. Ah shit, I don't really... I'm gonna need Crystal Shell, unfortunately. At least we have full CP again. I'll take that. Now we have a rip-off of Near Music. Really? Huh, didn't notice that. First we're doing Mystic Vision. Now we're going to do this. Then I'm gonna have Shizune use her Esprit right away. Since you almost beat in the game, what are the worst events so far? What, like connect events? Or you mean like just like stuff that's happened in the game? Let's see. We'll go with well, he doesn't have a buff, but I still do want to do a heavy stun. Connect events. Okay. I would say, well, the problem is I haven't done every single one because I just used a connect point and then skipped. I think the one with Nadia didn't really do anything for me. Oh, Lapis also, it wasn't really like too much. Let's see. The one with Burgard too, because it didn't really do anything, didn't really make you feel much of a connection with Burgard. Like, you learn a tiny bit of his past, but again, it's like pretty vague to where it's like it doesn't matter. Need them to say that we do. We really do. This whole thing's a fucking mess. Okay, I'll do this. Oh, actually, let me get an HP absorb. Let me do this, and then this one. Actually, let me check. How much HP does this guy have? Ah, there we go. I was literally saying, like, there's no way we're having a final boss and it didn't have 2 million. 2,300,000. Okay. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. So, let me do this real quick. Do this. There we Hey, I mean, at least he's keeping his attention on Van. Still fine. Like, seriously. What is... I never trusted him. Oh, is he the one who started it? The A&D? I was wondering, are we ever gonna get back to that? Like, who me? And again, him always being there was to check to make sure the plan was working. Oh my god, that dude did so much damage to us. What the fuck? We don't need the shell yet, so. Or actually, yeah, let me do this because I'm gonna need insight. What is it? Ah, boy, here we go again. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, let's see. It better let me stay in the Grendel. Oh, okay, good. It does let me stay in Grendel this whole fight. Awesome. That Kinkai's voice by Lelouch makes me hit you. Oh, right, yeah. He actually is, isn't he? Wow, how shocking. Let's see. I guess since I won't lose this form, I might as well just this, and then this. Again, I will say, I don't understand why we can't turn into Grendel's shit. Especially since, if this is the battle to save the world, possibly, we kind of do need the power of a... What's it called? Damn, whatever it is. Oh, right, he's barely doing damage. Okay. But you still need S boosts. Yeah, I might as well just do basic stuff for now, because I'm not going to be able to do much. At least Van can take the damage. Yeah, they even gave me JoJo punches because Van's voice break. Oh yeah, sure. Sad about that. Let's see. Let's go with... I can keep it going. Van still has the hate on for a bit more. We should be fine.
くね。
いい調子だ。
もうあまり時間が GM の話が確かなら世界は
ああ、剣を突き立てられなかった時点で。だが
だったらどうしてあなたは博士はまさかアニエスとおばあちゃんがどこかに行ったことと関係あるわけ？
ノーコメント。私の口からそれを聞きたくはあるまい。
お願いします。頼みます。合わせます。承知。ここです。ここです。ガードします。こっちのものね。手を貸すわ。お願い。ここだ。
Yeah, I mean, I might as well take advantage of the fact we can't use this thing yet. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We're good. We're good. I just gotta start this all over again. This, and this. Let's go take Oh shit, I didn't even realize he did that to us. I mean... I might as well use this. Okay. Shit. Probably gonna use Crystal Shell for now. Or maybe well, I mean, they basically do the same thing. Yeah, I'll just use Crystal Shell for now. Because since he's already halfway to health, he's probably gonna use his S-Break soon, so I might as well start preparing. Dude, shut up. I'm kicking your ass. You don't get to say it as if you've had me cornered. Yeah, but none of our premiere casts. I know, the one time they had to get rid of Agnes, bro. Like, I needed her for this. Or maybe that was the real point of, like, having her away from the plot, right? So then I can't use her to basically waste them. Damn, damage 90% again? No, she really could. Really could. Alright, first, do this. Oh my god. See, I was ready for this. I was ready for this. Oh, wait. You suck. I think we should be fine for health. You know what? Just in case. I'm not taking any chances. I'll use my S-Break real quick too. Just to be on the safe side. Oh boy, okay, he goes first. Alright, let's see what it looks like. Ooh, okay, we took some big damage. Okay, I will say this. Most of his move was cool, but I will say his kick looked so stupid. Like, does anyone think his kick looked more like a yoga pose? Because, look, I know about people doing, like, the slam high kick from up to down. I know how that kick is. But that just looks so lame. Right? Like, that's at least how I feel about it. Like, it literally just looked like he was doing a yoga stretch or something. I don't know, I may be wrong, but that's how I feel. Oh wait, okay, yeah, let me do this first. Let me get rid of this. Good. Let me use Mystic Vision real quick. Hopefully I can also use Cobalt Current after. Good. Okay, I can. Awesome. I actually need to do that anyway. Nice. Okay, we're good. I guess just in case. It's kind of blasphemous to have to name shit out next to Grendel, which is an evil entity. Yeah, it's pretty weird. I'll use this for now. I'm gonna need the heal anyway, just to be safe. I don't need HP absorb yet, so I'm fine with the amount of hate I'm getting right now. So we're good. Oh my god, finally. I was like, am I gonna get a turn, please? Sometime this year? Thank you. Yeah, let's continue with this. Also, wait, why are there two phases to the fight? Like, I've already gotten rid of most of his health. I don't think I have to wait that long. At least, that's just how I feel. I don't know. There might be something more, but I don't know. He's not really showing much. Ah, boy, here you go again. This slapdash bullshit. Okay. This gets cost me a lot. This.
いい感じだね。破れるかな。終わりにしよう。下がれ。イゼリオン。ハンマー。隙あり。切るんだ。なめんじゃねえ。行きなさい。
Dude, I just wish, like, if I get canceled because of a status effect, it gives me back my S boost. I feel like it's kind of dumb that it doesn't. Okay. have enough hate again, but maybe just in case I'll prepare it again. Yeah.
いい感じだね。守れクリスタルシェル。助かりました。悪くね。アロンと聞くかよ。
好きにはさせん。
こちらのターンね。ここが攻め時かと。手を貸すわ。守れクリスタルシェル。助かりました。
悪くね。
シールド展開。スキャル。
終わりにしよう。
シールド展開。スキャル。させません。スキャル。シールド展開。
I will say this guy loves to gloat about himself, all the shining and stuff.
燃えるね。お願いします。破れるかな。
終わりにしよう。
させません。スキャル。シールド展開。スキャル。シールド展開。
終わりにしよう。
シールドスキャル。させません。スキャル。燃えるね。破れるかな。させません。
返り討ちだ。
ここです。支援します。
好きにはさせん。
こちらのターンね。守れクリスタルシェル。助かりました。
悪くね。上げていこうぜ。
シールドさせません。
作戦。
シールド展開。させません。
下がれ。
スキャル。シールド展開。
逃がさん。
こっちのものね。
上げていこうぜ。
おい、そこだ。とどめだ。
食らいなさい。
通すかよ。なんだ。よそ見をするな。は
Huh? What the fuck was that? What, he can pull out a phase in the universe here too?
まだまだここからだ。
各種ステータスア
And
ッ
then
プで
he's
す。
got Alter to level 10, Impact level 10. Oh, cool, find on an asteroid.
シフトしやがったのか。
Was it necessary? Hey.
偽りに染められた世界は
新たな終わりと始まりを迎える。人は神を殺せなかった。だが夜明けは必ず実現する。
By the end of wherever Beyond the Horizon 2 goes, it better be that he's in handcuffs and arrested. Because, I'll be honest, he doesn't deserve to be with us at the end of the story. I'm just gonna say it. Oh my god. Oh, we're actually doing this. You know what happened? I know it won't, but be nice. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Also, I will say, are they trying to copy like the whole like Spider-Man vs. Venom fight, where like us going to different platforms for fights? It does kind of feel that way. Damn, I had another thought, but I kind of lost it. Shit. Also, Van, how are you losing? This guy just got a Grendel frame. We've had this for how many games now? There's no way someone's actually beating us with a different form. Van, that's embarrassing, bro. Like, this is what I'm saying. Next game, Van can't be the protagonist. If he can't beat him when we've been in this for like 2 games now, 3, I'm gonna be pissed. Huh? What? I'm trying to do my ZOC thing. Oh, can I not? Oh, finally. I'm like, what the fuck? What? I tried dodging. What do you mean? That's bullshit. Dude, I tried dodging. What the fuck you saying? I'd be responsible for this. I don't know. Nope. There we go. Thank God. Like, seriously, I shouldn't be losing in a Grendel frame, but I've had this for 3 games now. I really shouldn't. If I actually do, that's embarrassing, man. Dude, I already took out 2 million of this guy's HP. Don't tell me he has another 2 million. I'm gonna call bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna call bullshit. Why does he have 2 million again? Dude, at least give him half. I'd be fine with half. But you're just gonna give him the whole fucking split. The whole fucking picnic. Great. It's the game people like. I know, bro. This sucks. Why the fuck you don't think I'd actually want this? Wait, and why is my Grendel form limited? He doesn't have it limited. I do? Bro, that's bullshit. This is supposed to be like the creme de la creme. Like, I'm the only one who's supposed to be using this. What the fuck are you letting him outshine you, Van? That's so dumb. Like I said, next game, he can't be protagonist. It's not protagonist or if he's losing with his own power. Like, that's ridiculous. Oh boy, okay. How the fuck do I want to do this? I forget, if I do this, does it give me another turn? The problem is I don't remember. Oh shit, I only have Mirage Guard. Okay, but I have this. Yeah, I'll just use this. I'll use Gory's Guard. I don't really have a choice. This is why I put Gordy's Guard. Wait, can I actually... Oh, okay, yeah, so it's I can only switch with the two who I made supports. Okay. I just had to make sure that was the case. Oh boy, okay, that's not good for me. I have to get it. Nah, but I should save them though. Do this and then do this. I can't let him get that HP back. There we go. Good.
せるわ。
ここだ。任せてもらおう。神なる我が炎、とくと味わえ。当てるがいい。財布オブスレイマー。終わりにしよう。
お返しだ。
What the heck is that? Digimon? Yo, what's up, Divine? Nah, it's King Kide with his own copyright Grendel form. Or should I say budget Grendel? Or maybe over budget Grendel. Honestly, whatever you want to call it by this point. Dude, I knew never to trust this fucking snake since the very beginning. Because like I said, Vance, like, he knows him, but it's like, dude, how long have you been away from this dude since you left twice? Yeah. Oh my god. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something. Shit. Yeah, we're gonna have to... Oh, we already lost that HP buff from that. Shit, I didn't have to do this. Well, I mean, I might as well since he has the bloated buff, so... Don't compare Digimon with this stuff. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Digimon's story Time Stranger was amazing. Like, let's not compare that, please. For all of our sakes, because again, Digimon Time Stranger, one of the greatest stories ever. They're honestly pretty fun to play. Let's see, what do I do? Oh shit, that's right, I only have one more thing left. Shit. Yeah, I guess I'll go with this, and this. Just gotta get that CP back up again. Alright. Oh yeah, sure. Let me use this guy who has like almost no arts. Yeah, sure. Just beyond the why not just bring in the witches and the Terrafings to space for this? Also, seriously, the inevitable thing for the bullshit. They fast forward the damn reason. Really? Wow. I'll just do a regular attack. I honestly don't have anything better. Yeah, I'll just do that. Yeah. Let's see. Let's also do... Should I do remove deep? I mean, we don't need the heals yet, though. That's the thing. Let's just see if I can do... Okay, yeah, I can't do anything. Just had to try. Give me Vanguard. Oh shit, okay, yeah, that's not good. Oh shit, I don't have anyone who can do anything for this. Crap. Okay, so we'll have to do this. I'm gonna have to save because I also want to do this. Because I can't let him get the crit. Oh, he took the crit. Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's do this.
任せろ。
続け。いいだろ。
食らいなさい。
どうすかよ。
任せたぜ、教官殿。
Oh boy, here we go again. We are pretty sure helping get a demon mafia get a bunch of cosmic watches to let them do whatever they want would fast forward. Yeah, seriously, again, I'm still in the explanation. How does that actually help the world when if anything it just fast forwards their doom? Like seriously, like what happens if Arc Red Solutions didn't like somehow get involved in all the bullshit that was happening? The world would have ended. Well, at some point. Or they would have been too busy that they couldn't focus on the end of the world anyway. Like, there was no hints at all Kinkai was a Grendel in 1 or 2. It seems so, I don't know. It really does, man. I'm still waiting for an explanation for this.
おまけだよ。お返しだ。
良い度胸だ。
油断は禁物だよ。
決まってけよ。
ありがとう。
終わりにしよう。
させない。
おおけろ。下がれ。
見切った。見切った。
させない。お返しだ。
好きにはさせん。
負けないよ。
Yeah, I think that more has to do with the fake Genesis like they did with Dingo's court. Though I think it doesn't help that Kinkai and Elaine have next to no personality as I think. Yeah. Being his friend. No, I completely agree with that. Alright, let's see. What do I do? I guess we'll do... Yeah, we'll just do this. I mean, I could probably do the heal, but honestly, I don't feel like I have to do that yet. This. Do this. It's maybe a mistake, but at the same time, I kind of have to go all in for this. Actually, let me go this, 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 and then this.
ウスだ。任せたよ。おまけだよ。
続け、バン。
終わりだ。崩せるか。
届くと。
There we go. See, it wasn't even a tough battle, it was just long.
俺の道を行くだけだ。
Divine, we said it many times, man. Lane should not have been a part of it. At least right off the bat. That would be better for them. Yeah, again, they could have made something out of it.
Got もらったわ、ルネ。ああ、これで積みだよ。
速やかに武装解除。
いや、罠だ。
Oh, what the fuck? They're not shard copies, right? Don't tell me, him from other timelines. I swear to God. What the hell? Also, why him? He's just a regular secretary. Oh my God, I was right. Dude, how do you even time that? There's no way this loser can do that. Bullshit. Nah, I call hacks. I call full hacks. There's no way that's possible.
失礼します。閣下。この3年、いろいろと勉強させていただきました。お嬢さんのことは残念かもしれませんが、これも彼女の選択でしょう。
待て。まさか君たちは、いや、アニエスはこうなることを。
せめて最後の挨拶くらいはされるといいでしょう。
Seriously, I have to understand. Out of all the places you could have put her, you put her in one lone room in a bunker. You couldn't have put her in the same room, considering you had the highest security. You had Kashim and everyone there, and you're like, nah, let's not put her with actual security guard. Let's just put her in a room, and she'll stay there.
キンケイドさん。
やっと来たかい。
Great, now how's this gonna end? Didn't I say that's where they were gonna put the Genesis? I fucking called it. That was the whole point of Tron Tower. It's supposed to be like the center point or something.
いいんですね、お嬢さん。
はい。もう準備もできています。
Not anything, Dominic. You don't get to feel sad. You brought her into this.
ラトウヤさん。
Like seriously, you wouldn't get to feel bad if you couldn't do anything about it. You brought her there.
そちらこそお疲れ様です。ドミニクさん、キンケイド君も。
What, that they failed? How's that a good thing to celebrate?
手順はもう分かっていますね。エプスタイン博士、あなたのひいおじい様は世界に替えの利かない保険をかけたのです。ただし、その保険はあなた方が受け継いだある因子を通じてのみ本来の機能を発揮します。AD、そして残死を名乗る者たちは兆し。本来この時代に現れるはずのない者たち。今回のゼムリア時空が揺らぎ始めた証拠でしょう。ですが、あなたのお父様が果たされようとしている剣を突き立てる計画が成功する可能性も高い。そうすれば私の小細工など無駄に終わり、 エプスタイン先生の保険も必要なくなります。リリアさんにソフィーさん、あなたのおばあ様やお母様に習うのではなく、アニエスさん、あなたはどうかあなたが一番大切と思えるもののために選択してください。
But I don't understand. Again, why not just help the president more? Right? Why make this a separate thing? In what? Just that she can use the Genesis power? How is that even hereditary if it's an invention? That doesn't make sense.
2人が大切に受け継ぎ、今日この日に私に託された希望、ゼムリアの未来のためというのは正直ピンときませんけれど、大好きで大切な人たちのために、それはみんな同じだと思いますから。
ありがとう、本当に。
そう決めてしまったのですね。
今回はまたものすごい場面に立ち会えたな。
教会に蛇か。言っておくが邪魔はするんじゃないよ。
Please, as if you can stop them.
どちらもここまでは手をこまねいて見届けるのみだろう
が。ええ、アニエスさん、あなたの決断については尊重しましょう。ただしラトーやハミルトン、あなたへの裁定は覆りませんが。
ええ、当然でしょ
う。ニナさん、博士も。確かに僕たちにとって第3段階はむしろここからだからね。こんなすごい形で佳境を迎えるのは今回が初めてなくらいだけどさ。
私としても博士への義理は果たした。マスターもお望みのようだし、存分に人の可能性を見せてもらおうかな。
やれやれ、君たちと似たような印象を持たれたくはないのだが、補佐官殿にはしてやられたよ。だがまあ、それはこちらも同じか。
ああ、博士と密かに連絡を取り合っていた意味ではな。
エプスタイン先生の出身に関わるんだったっけ？
ええ、この事態になった時にのみこの場の立ち会いを打診されていました。
グランドリセットまで残り3分。
当タワーによるオクトゲネシスを使用したグランドリセットへのハッキングを開始しました。ディーバモードを開放してください。適合後継者タイプクローデル。
はい。
I will say, it is also funny how much of a joke they've made the president, too. Like, they made him out to be, like, this big guy, a genius, and this is what happens to him. Like, really? Really? It's like he was the only one left out of all of this. What a fucking joke this game is.
なんだこの光は。
どこか暖かいのになんだか悲しくなるような。それでも登らなくちゃいけないのね、夢。うん、きっとアニエスちゃんがいるから。
やめるんだ、アニエス。
お父さん。
無事この場を掴んだが。
何度も言っただろう。 お前が背負う必要などないと。ソフィーとお母さんと同じ道を選ぶつもりか。
同じじゃありません。だから心配しないで。お父さんには心配かけっぱなしでしたけど、少しくらいは背負わせてください。
おい、何をするつもりだ。
パンさん、フェリちゃんにみんなも。アニエスさん、ダメです。よくわからないけど絶対に反対です。
色ぼけ小娘が勝手に悟って腹くくってんじゃねえぞ。おめえは諦め悪くおっさんを振り向かせようとあがいてりゃいいんだよ。
そこに突っ込む？でもそうよ、そのうち嫌でも無視できなくなるでしょ。っていうかニラ、あんたはあんたで何をやってるわけ？
それはともかく事務所の仲間として到底捨ておけません。
そうだよ、僕の時だって寄り添ってくれたじゃないか。クランマも一体何をしようとしてるのさ。
いかに人類の未来のためといえ、全てを彼女に押し付けるおつもりか。
残念です先輩。改めてお話ししたかったのですけど。他の場所にもつなげたわ。アニエス、一旦考え直しなさい。そうだよあーちゃん、何かとんでもないことしようとしてるんでしょ。まさか赤い妖精だった私みたいに別の存在として何かするとか。
それもひょっとして取り返しのつかない形でじゃないのか。
考え直してアニエスちゃん、きっと道はあるから、絶対にあるから。
らしくないわよアニエスさん。今まで彼らと一緒に乗り越えたんでしょ。そうそう、やっぱり君がいないとアークライド解決事務所じゃないんじゃない？
グランドリセットまで残り1分。
ありがとう。ごめんねフェリちゃん、カトルくん、ナーディアちゃんにスウィンくん、ラピスちゃんもすみません。バンさんにレン先輩、アーロンさんにリセットさん、ジュディスさん、エレインさんにベルガルドさん、シズナさんも。ちゃんと相談できなくて心配ばかりかけて、解決事務所の助手失格ですね。どうかクビにしちゃってください。
首ってのは雇用主がやるもんだ。勝手は許さねえぞ。それにお前、おとといわざと制服着てきやがったな。俺が断りやすいように、お前自身が覚悟を決めるためだけ
にバレちゃいました。少しはずるく食えなくなったでしょ。
グランドリセットまで残り30秒。29。
いいからとにかくそのクソったれな仕掛けを。
26、25、24、23、22、21、20。
これが回転ですか。
鋼を制した後に不可避となる世界の定めじゃ。黒神との決着も含め己が太刀を見出すがいい。
10、 いやはや夢として終わればよかったものを。是非もあるまい。ならばせめて心残りを果たすまでだ。
ごめんなさい。またあなたたちに背負わせてしまって。
終わりは始まり、一つ一つ道をたどってる。始まりは終わり、今こそ魂に宿る。
3、2、1。
ゼログランドリセット再構築。
七曜歴0年大崩壊直後へ時空間回帰。
聞かせてよ瞳を見て。
ゼムリア時空を一時保存。限定回帰を実行。
望みたくもない響いてよ、届けたいよ、私だけの想いを。誰もが幸せ求めては生きてはいけない。それでもね、届けたいよ、あるがままの言葉で。あなたへのさよなら。
アニエス。
Alright. Is there any way for me to fast forward this? If not, I'll just skip it. Okay, good. I could. Awesome. There wasn't any other cutscene for that, right? I'm assuming that was the end. I'm hoping. Alright. Oh, okay, yeah, I guess that's it. Alright. With that, we finally reached the conclusion of Trails Beyond the Horizon. Basically ends with Van at where Daybreak 1 started. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Because I was like, I see. So yeah, because I was thinking it's like, it seems like they're gonna make us go back in time, but just a bit further back. No, not where Daybreak 1 started, man. That's gonna be fucking annoying. But I guess maybe with like our memories, possibly, or maybe at least some, or maybe Van will have to do it alone and try to convince everyone. But I will admit to what Ring UEF said, it's like, what was it? Let me see. Seriously, what do you think of them killing off the only good character? So what do you think of Kafai's advice? Nah, Kafai's advice, dude, shut the fuck up. You're not part of the ending. Is it weird that I think this was unpreventable? No, it really was. I'll say that 100%. I really don't think I really don't understand why they decided to go the way it was. Because again, there's a lot of ways they could have gone about this. If you knew that, like, look, tech was not gonna beat a god, okay? Let's be completely honest here. Just tech isn't enough. Even you soup it up and multiply it by itself. A divine force is something completely different. So yeah, that would have been a case where, like Green UF said, we could have contacted the witches, we could have like gone through alchemy, and tried to use those as like sources of power for like the weapons, right? And again, why not use Reen and Crow who are skilled Divine Knights, by the way, and have used the Panzer Soldats and Assault Frames more than anyone to fight it off, right? Or at least, if you were gonna send Amelia anyway, at least send those two with her, you know? Especially since they faced that thing before. The Zoa, whatever it's called. I will also say, I still don't understand the Professor at all. Like, this is her way to save the world, but it's like, you're saving it at what cost? Because, dude, in the end, the Professor's sacrificing nothing. She gets to have... Because if this works, yay, she gets credit for saving the world. Even though she used it all... Even though she did a whole lot of bad things to get to this point. And if she fails, we can just grand reset again and then people won't know about it. Like, dude, I don't understand. Even if it's to save the world, she didn't make any sacrifices. Everyone else is having to do it on her behalf. Like Agnes, like, why does she have to be the one to do it? And also, how the hell does Epstein even make it so only Agnes and her mother are able to use it? Or supposedly, even though we've seen Almada use it many times, like, I still don't understand that. Because again, they're going back on their word about it, which is stupid. And actually, since Agnes is kind of like an anomaly now too, does that mean we're going to basically go through like the beginning of Daybreak 1 but without Agnes? I'm guessing that's how it is, right? And it's like we had to establish our relationships again without her intervention, because by then Van was still a solo guy. Notice how all our villains here are corpses in time and all that? Yeah. And basically it's made every situation worse due to sheer incompetence. No, really, because again, she's not doing anything for the good of it. And again, it's like, if she knows that what she can do alone and what Calvert can do alone isn't enough, outsource. There are proof that people have stopped Septarians, that they've saved the world, that they've even stopped godlike forces before. Why are you acting like no one can help you when clearly, yes, there is? And by the way, I'm only ticking this off so it doesn't like go to the opening again and everything. And again, I will say it is embarrassing for Van to lose in a Grendel frame fight when he's used a Grendel for so long. How long has Kinkai used it for? Like 5 minutes. Yeah, he's a master of that and time manipulation. Like, how the fuck does that work? Seriously, can someone explain that to me? Because that doesn't make sense. Because it's not like this is Kinkai from another timeline. This is the same Kinkai from our current timeline. Because, I'm gonna be also honest, it was so easy to tell, like, he had his own things going on. Maybe it's not easy for other people to tell he was going to be a traitor, but I figured he had his own goals. Like, come on. Van's the most irrelevant lead the series ever made. He really is. Because, again, even throughout all of this, he was just a pawn. At least when it came to Reen and Lloyd and Estelle and Kevin, they all defied their fate. They broke through the chains that shackled them as the type of individual they're like either stereotyped as or that people have made them out to be or that they've been molded into to become their own individual. Van, he's still the same. He still uses, he still fails. I will say that thing about Agnes wearing her schoolgirl uniform, I guess it kind of makes sense because I was kind of wondering, like, was it to relive the moment or was it something else? But yeah, I figured it was to like make it so like she would have one less regret before doing this. But again, I'm still wondering, how is that even possible? And also, why are you still letting this happen? Like, if you guys are against this plan that Hamilton has, I'm sorry. I know Agnes is probably the best character of Calvert, but you need to stop her by any means necessary. At least with plot armor. And yeah, but I mean, still, it's like Vin's still a hell of a lot worse than the other two. But yeah, it's like, come on, bro. And again, I will say, it's really stupid, funny, but stupid, how they made this whole thing be like, oh, the president's gonna be like the big, the guy who's gonna solve everything, or he's a lot smarter than a lot of other people, like, usually are, especially when controlling this many forces like the way he has. But they really made him out to be like a fool, and I will say it makes sense because, like I said, people were stat padding him so much. We're like, oh, he used to work or team up with Cassius this one time. I'm like, bro, shut up. That's like saying just because you got to high five LeBron, you're one of the coolest guys in the world. Like, just because you get to high-five LeBron from the bleachers or whatever doesn't mean you're the best guy there is. Like, come on. Like, seriously, that doesn't amount too much for him anyway. Grandma is basically close to 3 and close to 4 Osborne. Yeah, because Osborne was a mess. I loved Cold Steel 1 and 2 Osborne because he was just that ruthless of a guy. 3 and 4, they really ruined it when they tried to like intermingle like some sort of goodness in his heart and like the soul of the former king and whatever. It's like, I don't really get that. But yeah, there were just so many bad things here, like really. And also, guys, come on, she already went this far. You guys really think she's gonna change her mind? Like, come on. I will say this is definitely one of the most predictable games all time. Like, honestly, with how dumb the logic and how simple-minded you can figure out the plot in Daybreak 1 and 2, it's so transparent what the plot is in this game. Like, you guys saw me call so many of these things, and I don't give myself credit thinking I'm smart or anything. I just think, like, it was so obvious from the get-go what these things were doing and what people's motivations were at least somewhat headed towards. The reincarnation thing only exists to give the Steel Maiden motivation. Yeah. But yeah, it's like, my god, there was so many problems with the writing of this story. Like, goddamn. And also the combat, dude, they need to stop with this HP regen bullshit. Because again, I don't care if this is nightmare mode. I don't care if you think, oh, how do you make it more challenging? Just don't make it more challenging then. Like, seriously, if you're just gonna make them HP sponges, okay, that's one thing. You give them regen, that's not fun playing time you're giving the players. That's, oh my god, I have to work another 30 minutes more in this game than I do my real job outside in the real world. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? The people who made this fighting, or who made the enemies, you're fucking stupid. And also, don't make it so they can cast debuffs and effects with the same move almost all the time, accuracy, and the highest difficulty. That ain't how that works. It's still supposed to be a percentage, not all the time. The only way to handle things is with casting, is you can just spam spells before taking out. Yeah, that's true, but still, you know, it's like, I'm just saying that's still one of many problems this game has. But also, now that I'm all caught up with Trails, I will say, this is the worst story for Trails we've ever had. And I thought Daybreak 2 was bad. Oh my god, this is even worse. Like, bro, the logic is so ridiculous. Ridiculous in the bad way. They changed so many characters even though they had amazing and long-standing character arcs over the past games, and then they basically like try to do the whole whiteboard with the cloth, but it's like there's still smudge there because it's like, you know, that still existed, but it's like you erase like the most definitive part and then try to change it after. It's like, bro, stop changing the characters we love. Stop trying to like make Ren, Risha, Kevin worse characters than they actually are. They're the badasses, not Van. But yeah, overall, the story sucked. It really did. Because again, it was like so predictable. So many of the people didn't act like they were supposed to. And can I just say, Van's route was seriously the worst route in this game. Like, oh my god. Seriously, it was, you did nothing, then you got a boss fight, and then you got questions, but you didn't get answers. And you only get part of the answers at the very end of this game for Van's route. But you can already piece together most of the mystery just only from doing Green and Kevin's routes. Could've just not have Kafai here at all. Could've given the stuff in Kevin's arc to get funny enough Van's route. So much stuff they had caused problems. No, I 100% agree, because again, the Kafai thing, it didn't do anything. The only thing you got from Kafai was one boss fight that, like, supposedly he works with Hamilton, but that's it. There's nothing else really to him. No dimensionality. But yeah, this fucking sucked. And yeah, I could tell. I'm pretty sure I know who the chick in the white fit with who took off her mask at the end. That was Sheena Dirk, right? Because we're gonna bring people back. We're gonna bring them back too, because we also keep talking about Sheena Dirk a lot in this game. So I assume that Sheena Dirk and her party from all those years ago. But now the question is, why the fuck are they here? And also, if I remember correctly, if they look exactly how they did on the advertisement in the game for the play, don't they just look like generic NPCs? Like, really? You're gonna make generic looking NPCs with just a bit of lore, like strong or like significant characters? Really? You're gonna try that shit now? Like, seriously, this is just so dumb. So, yeah. Again, I know Nihon Falcom's not gonna be watching this, but... Oh, wait. When you notice how we got nothing with the criminal underbelly, no genuine politics. Very clear without Erebonia acting as a conflict, they have nothing. Yeah, because that's the funny thing, right? Because you made it seem like, oh, Calvert must have so much, and they're always able to amount to the same amount as Erebonia in the struggle. And yet, Erebonia had all the stuff. We had the struggle with politics, being the royals versus the reformists, in a Crow's thing. You had the whole thing with, like, knights and such, and the families. You had the CID and everything. You had so much going on there in Erebonia. Despite how worse it got at Cold Steel 4, it was still interesting like Cold Steel 1 and Cold Steel 3. But here it's like literally none of those extra things which would have made, like, constructed much better world building and interesting lore. So yeah, like I said, Neon Falcom, you guys probably aren't watching this considering I've dissed you guys for so many of these, but if you want to fix your game, first of all, take Van out as the protagonist. Clearly he's not meant to be the protagonist. Like, I get that we're resetting this to Daybreak 1, but let's be honest, he's only failed all the way here. It's actually surprising he even got this far. So if we get beyond Horizon 2, then clearly Kevin and Reen should just be the protagonists. And if you want to have a third protagonist, put someone else instead of Van. And no one from Arc Red Solutions for that matter. They can be the extras. And they can be supporting characters, but they don't get to be the protagonist. If anything, I feel like they should add like Estelle or maybe someone else from like Class 7 to be a protagonist at this point, because this is just terrible. We have nearly every conflict in past games related to actions caused by Erebonia. Hamel, Richard was scared of Erebonia. The whole thing in Crossbell was to prevent Erebonia marching in. Cold Steel is self-explanatory. There is hopefully Emma, Rias, Tita, and Annalise pop up. No one she'll pop up. Yeah, probably. Because clearly, having 4 Dominions isn't enough, we're gonna need a 5th one, right? So yeah, first, don't make Van the protagonist anymore. He clearly can't handle it. He was clearly never meant to be a protagonist role, because he's failed in every aspect. Second, stop with the fucking HP regens on enemies, okay? That doesn't make them tougher, that just makes the fights longer, that doesn't make it challenging. It makes it challenging for like your mental stress over how stupid it is, but it's not challenges like, oh wow, what an intense battle, going back and forth, the action, wow, you know? Next, fix your characters, fix your fucking characters, because like I said, Risha, Ren, and Kevin should not have been this behind in the plot, considering everything they've gone through, considering everything they've been through in Trails in the Sky, Zero and Azure. They should already be at top of their game at this point, trying to solve everything. If anything, they should be at least like only half a step away from the antagonists. But no, they make them like just add-ons to like the protagonist crew, and it's like, that's not right, bro. We know they can do more. We know they're better than Van and most of the cast here. Agnes should have been MC. Have Ren as a tutor agonist. Yeah. And also, I will say another thing they need to fix is get some better character development. Because, dude, the whole thing with Rosette, they spaced that out so much. It probably wasn't relevant until they mentioned it, and people were like, oh yeah, we talked about who exactly is Rosette, and she keeps feeling something, right? They spaced that out way too much so that the reveal doesn't really have impact. Like, it has impact as to like, wow, I finally learned about Rosette, but not impact as in like, wow, I couldn't tell who she was based on like how confusing it was. There's so many twists and turns, there's so many gaps. It's just like, it took till the end for them to actually tell us anything. It's like, it's just a fucking waste of time. And again, like I said, if we knew at least a bit more like Fairy's tradition and the Kruger people, maybe we would have learned about that thing that Kashim said, which supposedly relates to this, you know? And again, I don't know how they're gonna try to make this, like, finish. Like, I don't know if they'll finish it in Beyond Horizon 2. Maybe they'll make 3. I hope not. But if they try to like fix this and go to the end in 2, then it's like, if they're going to do that, at least give the comeuppance to people who actually deserve comeuppance. Like, seriously, Hamilton should be arrested. If anything, I agree with Kevin and Nina that Hamilton should be executed. She messed with forces she clearly doesn't understand, and she still thinks, oh, because I'm a genius and because Epstein wanted someone to complete it, I should do it by any means necessary. No, that's not how that works, okay? To be clear, the ends do not justify the means. They don't. It really doesn't. And you know, and people know that from real life too. So like, trying to make a good person, try to make it seem like, oh no, they can because they have power, or they have popularity. That doesn't send a great message, now does it? And also, I want to see King Kai sent to like, basically like a psychiatric ward, just lock him down in a place with no windows or anything. Because again, that dude could not be trusted for shit. I never trusted him since the beginning of Daybreak. I don't know why anyone felt like, oh wow, yeah, it's like, here he comes, our trusty loyal friend King Kai. Because again, it's like, I'm surprised that like Van was so stupid enough to let all this slip by just because of all this. Because like I said, it's like, who's to say it wasn't a distraction? I still think that was like one of the other objectives. It was to distract Van from actually taking the investigation seriously. Makes even... Their goddess is lame when you realize wishes their way of saying adios. Makes even less sense to have this religion when the witches worship the Septarian of Fire. Yeah, that's true, because if anything, that kind of cancels that out, doesn't it? Let's see. What else do they need to fix? Damn, there's a lot of things they need to do. Oh, yeah. Change your maps. Please. If you're gonna have the Grim Garden or American Garden come back, create a different map layout, please. It's so lame when it's literally the same kind of textile. Or like, same formation, but just slightly different color pattern and texture. It really doesn't make it that different, honestly. And give us new enemies, please. This is supposed to be a new timeline, new possibilities. If that's the case, everything should be different. In like the time travel butterfly effect kind of way, you know? So I would hope that they give us new enemies. I'm not saying they'll do that for all the enemies, but at least for half the enemies. So we don't fight the same fucking things from like the past 4 or 5 games. Don't think there's any way to fix this series after this point. Can't really top. I know, but I'm just listing my complaints just for the sake of it, because a lot of people are glazing this series, and I'm gonna be the one who's honest about it, okay? If no one else is gonna say that this thing is dog shit and tell them how to fix it, I'll be that one little voice. I don't care if it doesn't affect anything in the end. Someone has to be the big man and actually say the truth. And clearly, a lot of other people are not going to do that. Because I still see like lots of like, not reports or anything, but like, oh, they're so great, or it's an amazing story, or what amazing combat. Like, no, it's not. Also, for the music in the game, can you please give us different exploration music like you used to in Cold Steel? When we used to go to different areas, you had different themes for different regions that you went to in Erebonia. Here, it's almost the same fighting music the whole time. And also, when it came to finding all the vestiges, you didn't even give each vestige their own, like, track, you know? You just gave them the same one for the most of it. Like, come on, like, don't get me wrong, the song was pretty good. I mean, it's not the best, but it's alright. But, again, put some variety. Don't make the game seem so lazy. And that's the other thing. Stop making this game so lazy by making us fight the same characters and same creatures from the preceding titles. It really doesn't make you seem like a genius. Like, look, I get when people are like, oh, I wish I had this old fight again because it was challenging or not. That's when it's like you're many years past, like a decade or many titles after it's happened, right? Not in literally the latest title that the person played, you have those same enemies here, and it's like, oh, people are gonna love seeing this guy from literally the last game back here. Even though there's no plot relevancy, you know? Like with the Dantes and the other stuff and all those other enemies. And also, stop fucking bringing Armada back, okay? They weren't that good of a bad guy, okay? They kept trying to be redeemable, and they weren't. Okay, no, this is actually the most important thing. Stop making the villains so stop trying to make them redeemable. They're not. They don't deserve it. Clearly they know what they're doing is wrong. Clearly they know there was other options, or they could have at least attempted another route. But they're just so pretentious and ignorant to just continue on that path regardless. Like, stop it. Like, seriously, you guys have no creativity if you're still going down that route after all this time. Can't we have a pure evil villain? Or just, like, a more misunderstood villain in the way that it's, like, not this roundabout? Like, seriously, what happened to the good villain, like Weissman, bro? That was a great villain. Probably the only great villain in the series. But, come on. Or, actually, no, technically Osborn in Cold Steel 1 and 2, he was also a good, quote-unquote, villain. He wasn't the main antagonist, but he was a good villainous character. Until Cold Steel 3 and 4 ruined him, but you know what I mean. You're preparing for the sequel to only be here by 2028 because they prioritize the Sky remakes. Dude, that's also something I will say. You guys need to take a long time with this. I don't care how long it takes. Don't try to do this in only like a year or two, because the way Daybreak 2 came out after Daybreak 1, and literally almost every single asset was the same, it's dumb. It really is dumb. Like, I can't take that. Like, seriously, just make it a whole new game, a whole new adventure, please. Like, we really need something different. So, take at least until 2030, because honestly, it's starting to feel like it may take until 2030 if they're gonna produce an actual game, with an actual story, with actual connect, with a different scenario, with different characters, or with different scenarios. Because if they're just gonna copy paste a lot of other scenarios from other games, of the same franchise I might add, not of like from different companies, or like, not like they're copying Persona, but like they're literally copying some of their latest Trails games, then I'm sorry, you guys aren't cut out for this kind of business. Or if anything, just stop milking the series and just end it. Because it's literally feeling like a waste of time. So the only good antagonists in Cold Steel were Vita and Crow? Nah, I definitely agree. Vita and Crow were definitely the best antagonists of I mean, to be fair, before Reverie, Rufus was a good antagonist. Rufus was a good antagonist until they did to his character in Reverie. And then it's like, great. Now they just washed away when it's like, I would have been better if he was just an asshole the whole way through. Just want to add at this point, the Japanese release was in 2024. Oh, you mean of Zamor of this one, Trails Beyond Horizon? But yeah, like I said, if you guys need to take the time for Beyond the Horizon 2, take until 2030, to be perfectly honest. Because like I said, if you're going to create a game next year, then I know 90% of everything in the game is going to be assets from this. And I know that it's like, oh, but that kind of makes sense because Beyond the Horizon 1 did Beyond the Horizon 2. No, it doesn't. Because that's also saying they were allowed to borrow assets from Daybreak 1 and 2. There are different titles, but still the same area. It's still the latest additions to the series. Because again, that's just giving them excuses to be lazy with that. So, again, these things I'm asking for probably won't come true. Because again, they've already had this happen for 3 games now. But I hope, to whatever I can, the stars beyond or whatever, that at least some of what I want is actually taken seriously. Because again, it's like Trails was great at the start, but like ever since the Calvert has been the worst of it all. Like, fuck me. But yeah, anyway, now the Grand Reset has happened, but only to like a couple years, instead of like the 1200 years. Which also, I don't understand how that makes sense considering Agnes just got this power. If anything, it's like, that's why I don't understand. Why are these characters already so adaptable to these transformations when they never did it before in the plot? Like, Kinkaid with his Grendel form, and Agnes with her, like, goddess form or whatever it is. Like, they shouldn't be able to use it the way it is. Like, I shouldn't have had to defeat Kinkaid twice for that fight. And I don't think Agnes should have already been able to, like, approximate how short the reset was. This is me with Van the moment he got the Grendel. Yeah, that's true, but it's like, at least with, like, look, I could at least somewhat take other people saying, if it's like, oh, because he's the plot guy. Okay, yeah, for the plot guy. Not for the supporting cast. Come on. But yeah, anyway, I'm finally done with this game. Fuck me. It took me a long time. But we are finally done. I think I spent like, how many hours did I spend on this? Almost 200 hours? Yeah, almost 200 hours on this. Including the grind sessions on and off stream. But we've done it. Now we just have to wait for whenever this comes out. And like I said, I'm okay with waiting for it by like at the earliest 2030 if they actually will try to make it a good game, because like I said, this was just terrible. Just terrible on all accounts. It's like, again, it has the potential to at least be decent, but they just made so many wrong decisions here. So I'm hoping they can at least make some changes for the better in the future for the next one, but maybe that's me being too optimistic, I don't know. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna take a break for a couple days because I've been streaming this game almost non-stop for like a whole month, and I feel like I deserve a break after the headache this game has given me. I think it's more Bees of Van given everything you had. Yeah, sure. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna take a couple days off. I will stream Thursday if the Wuthering Waves update comes Thursday. Then I'll do that. Oh, the BS you were saying with Van, yeah. Yeah, fair. But yeah, like I said, taking a couple days off. I won't stream Saturday because, again, I'm thinking of what to stream on Saturdays. I'll probably do Honkai Star Rail for Saturdays because I've left that off for a good long while. It's probably about time I go back to it. So I'll probably do that. But I won't stream this Saturday though, since we just finished it. I will try to stream Sunday. Hopefully this time there won't be any like heavy wind or snow again, so that I can finish the Floating Record and Punishing Grey Raven. And then I'll have to figure out what exactly I'm gonna do on Sundays. But I'll try to figure that out on my end. You guys will know when I make changes to the schedule. But let me give a shout out to ReNUEF and Divine Wind for both showing up to stream. Great chatting with you guys and ranting about how much of a devastating series Neon Falcon was made. But yeah, this is it for Van and crew for now, until hopefully many, many years later, because I really want them to try to at least salvage something good. I want them to salvage at least a decent game with a decent story and decent combat. Am I asking for too much? Obviously. Even I know that. But am I wrong with a lot of the things I'm asking about? At least think about it from everything I said, especially considering how long I've been a part of the series and how I've played all the titles up to this point. But we'll have to see how it goes. But like I said, hopefully it'll be many years from now. Hopefully 2030, because maybe that'll give them a good amount of time to actually create a good story. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy the stream but you're not already following the channel, please make sure to leave a follow. Much appreciated. Check out my YouTube channel, I post a lot of VODs. Subscribe there as well. Join the Discord, you guys not already. Links to all those are in the channel. But this has been Xanthos Vice. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'll see you guys next time. We're out.